Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales from the Forgotten Troop. We're back with more Jukebox Justice, and we have someone who has returned to us.
Yeah.
They're so very long. It's been a barren 3 weeks.
You guys have had plenty to do. I'm just you just have my chaos added to the normal chaos again now.
We already have added chaos.
More teeth with plants. Teeth with
Teeth with plants. What?
It's just evolving at this point.
We've been missing the weird greenery.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, I was, instead of being able to say the B movie script, I was saying the B script movie. Just facts.
It is a movie written by bees.
Absolutely. It's about the extinction of humans.
Anyway, on that note, if you would like to support the show because you're enjoying our unique brand of chaos, we have a link to our Beacons page. I'm just the head. We have a link to our Beacons page in the Twitch chat, the Twitch About section, or the YouTube description if you're watching the VOD. And on there you can find all of our feel links, including Hero Forge, Zenny Optical, Humble Bundle, Epic Water Filters, and more. I gotta do my hands up here so you can see my jazz hands. We also have a Red Booble page.
Red Booble.
Where you can buy merch if you want to either rep the show as a whole, or rep your favorite character, or be an evil GM like me.
It's the Wish Michael Bublé, so that's
if you don't want to buy stuff for whatever reason because you're a minimalist, which is not a bad thing, we also have a coffee page so you can become a monthly member and get access to exclusive bonus content, or you can make a one-time donation and just show us a little bit of love. We also take cash, credit, blank checks, wire transfers, social security numbers.
Yep,
there we go.
No crypto.
No crypto.
No crypto.
We accept offshore bank accounts as well, so.
And gifts,
Yes.
you can send us, if you want to send us dice or minis or whatever, Nothing weird though.
Gifts
don't
for
send
precious,
us anything weird.
those are also accepted.
Yeah. Cat treats, dog treats.
Yes. If you want to keep up with updates and notifications about the show, you can follow us on all of our social media or join the Discord, which is popping.
And not a cult. I cannot
Definitely
repeat that
not.
enough. Definitely,
Definitely
not
a cult.
Not at all.
What else? If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you can be notified of when new VODs are posted. If you are just trying to catch up and want to join us live, we do have streams every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I think that is it, as I just continue to speed run these announcements, but we should go around and have everyone introduce themselves and who they're playing. And the question that I would like you to answer this week, which may or may not have anything to do with possible events that might happen tonight, who knows? Who can say? We'll all be surprised. I don't know. What kind of pet would your character have?
Are we not counting the stag?
We are not counting this.
Okay.
It's like purely domestic pet, right?
Yeah. I guess,
Okay.
I mean,
Sylvie
in
and
the
Watchdog also
Feywild,
don't count,
the
right?
stag would probably be a domestic pet.
So we could potentially count, but
We are not
She's our-
counting human wolf hybrids either.
Big cat
But-
energy. Like,
yeah, Sylvie is
anything in
team
here can
cat.
eat or
It's
fuck up.
fine.
No, well, worship me anyways.
Yeah.
I think I'll start this off, and I kind of have two answers.
Cool.
So first of all, I am Mr. Crow, alternatively just Crow. And I will be playing Joe Hatathli, aka Watchdog. And my two answers sort of depend on whether or not this pet would be co-owned by Henry. If this was sort of a mutual pet they were getting, I definitely would be thinking cat, because Joe would want something relatively low maintenance. If this was something purely
Okay, if you want something low maintenance, get a goldfish.
A plant
Relatively.
would be better. Get a
So we
chicken.
can
Fun
make
having
you a
someone
plant.
screaming outside your bedroom at 2 a.m. because he
Yeah.
wants pets.
Yeah, I just
Stepping on your neck because they want you to know that they're there to give you attention.
yes.
I'm not saying it's a good choice for a low maintenance pet. I am saying it's probably what he would default to.
Meanwhile,
Popping
I've
in and
got-
out of the void behind
This one
Jenna's
right
screen.
here has snuck up because I'm eating chicken tenders and he wants them. This is not a low maintenance animal. The void cat will get your chicken.
That's a line.
If it was at all possible to fit that in like a Discord emoji, I would want it.
Chicken is
And
not
the second
safe for void
answer,
cat.
I would like to preface this by saying, don't actually have these as pets. Because they are wild animals and they are venomous. So unless you are like a professional, so don't. But Joe does have a soft spot for Gila monsters. So if he
Okay.
could get like his dream pet, it would be a Gila monster.
What?
Do you not know what a Gila monster is?
I might just not know the name.
Bila. They're just they're just these chunky little lizards that are
alrighty.
rather venomous. They won't kill people, but they are gonna mess you up.
Why? When you could get a chameleon and they got those cute little hands. And they change
they're cute.
colors.
He thinks they're cute and squishy.
Just get a jumping spider. They're adorable.
I will not allow Joe to have a spider pet at all because I find spiders terrifying.
That's
He's
valid.
from. Wait, where's he from?
Arizona.
Arizona. Get a scorpion. Or a snake.
Spiders? He's scared of spiders, but not
Joe is not scared of
venomous?
spiders. I am scared of spiders.
Okay.
I just don't want to deal with spider.
Okay.
But yes, dream pet, Gila monster.
Who's next?
I'll go next. So I'm Tess. I play Sylvie, aka Valkyrie, and I've been the missing team member for the past 3 weeks.
Welcome back.
So Sylvie already has a pet in the form of the stag, in a way. It just also assists with fighting stuff.
Just also a bike, so
It's
you know.
also a bike. But I think if we were to add something, it would probably be something that assists with hunting or follows the theme of the wild hunt, which would lead me to believe it would be like a bird of prey or like a large predatory beast of some sort.
Yes.
See, my initial thought was like a hunting dog or a hound,
Yeah.
but let's go with that.
Is it weird that my first thought for hunting animal was shark?
Land
Honestly,
shark.
I'm here for yes.
Yes. Sylvie's
Land
getting a land shark now, guys. It's fine.
People ask questions. They won't anymore.
I don't know if you guys have like, and this is gonna plug another kind of D&DS thing, but if you've watched Fool's Gold, it by Dingo
Oh.
Doodles.
Yep.
I think I know what
Yes.
you're talking about.
A Shargo.
Jawbones? Yep.
Yeah, Jawbones.
Hell yeah.
Yes. This is what Sylvie needs.
Awesome.
A giant
Love it.
shark dog thing.
I'd imagine a pet in your care would eventually turn into something like that.
I mean, my deer turned into a motorcycle, so
Well,
Why not the shark
Yeah.
into a wolf?
one way to do it.
yeah.
Shark
Fine.
wolf. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
No one worry.
No one's concerned at all. It'll be fine.
It's totally normal. It's totally normal shark dog.
Roxy would want a pygmy marmoset. Just saying. And I'm Jenna, and I play Roxy. She, her pronouns for both. A pygmy marmoset because she wants a pocket primate. So they're so small. They're like just like 3 ounces. They're like just tiny.
Just put it in the front pocket of the overalls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Name it Furby.
Oh God.
No.
The chest Furby is back.
We'll name it Brody.
The elder Furby rises.
We'll get him like a backwards cap and like a tiny, tiny Four Loko.
Oh God.
You sure you want to make this possibly relevant, Charlie?
I never said in what manner it would be relevant, so
Deciding what animals are going to attack us.
we'll see.
Well, then I picked a good one.
I
I
don't
did
know,
not.
God.
When monkeys attack, they're vicious little buggers.
Monkeys are terrifying.
They can barely fit your finger in your mouth because they're so tiny. Like,
Oh, I thought you
But
said the
there's-
monkeys, and I was really confused for a second.
no, the pygmy marmosets.
Yeah, I was also like,
It's like,
what?
pretty sure a chimp could do massive damage to your hand.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely. A gorilla could like just like with one hand just crush
Just
your
body you.
skull, like, you know, like
But it also depends. Is your monkey carrying any kind of disease? Because that also could be a problem.
I don't think marmosets have any. I don't know though. They're from South America. I don't know.
And thus starts Jenna's descent into Wikipedia.
I
There we
may
go.
or may not be looking up a
Marmoset.
certain disease and see if a pygmy marmoset
Oh
can
my
carry it.
I don't want to know actually.
Choose ignorance.
I just showed up because I wanted like a really cute animal, and then you're having to come in here and talk about the diseases they carry.
Yeah.
Anyway. Who's
In any
next?
case,
We have 2 people left.
I'm Maria. I play Elena. She would have a cat, but like a long hair cat breed, like a long hair Siamese or some kind of
Himalayan.
or Himalayan. That's the one.
Mhm.
She would just have a long haired Himalayan that would just be absolutely spoiled, horribly rotten.
Mhm.
Like every cat.
Mm-hmm.
Fitting.
So I'm Brianna. I play Cynthia Evans, otherwise known as Echo. And the boring answer is she would probably also just have a cat for reasons. But her original reason back when she was younger probably would have been like some sort of big cat in the form of a cheetah. Because her parents are in like sort of new rich kind of circles, and some of the people that they came into contact with were in favor of exotic pets of the illegal variety. So she ran into some people who had a pet cheetah at one point, and later were mauled horrifically by it. But at that point, she was just like, yes, I want this. Later realized that's a terrible idea. But
Question. Does Sylvie count as an exotic pet of the illegal variety?
does Sylvie want to count?
I feel like she does.
Sylvie
Sure.
is absolutely contraband.
Okay, but then we're opening up the conversation of whether Sylvie is an illegal immigrant. But she's
Oh, she definitely is.
I mean, we know that,
Illegal
but she's
import.
here under the guise of being an exchange student. So there's like,
Oh, she's totally arguing she has diplomatic immunity at
Yeah.
any given point.
I don't know.
I'm
You guys know
minor
this.
European royalty. That's
Okay.
You
where all
might
my
have
money comes
diplomatic
from.
immunity. We don't actually know.
We haven't tried.
Oh, Faye diplomatic immunity is a terrifying thought. But anyway, previously on Jukebox Justice, the team went to a party in civilian form that seemed like it was just going to be a nice night off for them. But things didn't exactly go as planned when one of the waitstaff started to become stressed and lost control of her powers, causing gravity to become extreme, is a light way of putting it. While Joel tried to help the civilians out of City Hall to safety, Roxy, Elena, and Cynthia did their best to calm down Leah without hurting her. She was able to get herself under control for the most part, where the team had a better chance of getting her to a safe house before the cops showed up. Leah passed out from exhaustion shortly after the team settled into the new location and gave everyone else a chance to talk. They learned that Cynthia and Leah had both been brought to the same camp, which was a part of a program to try and get rid of people's powers. So say that 5 times fast. People's powers. But had some unexpected results. Joe finally found the creature that had been following him for months, a sprite named Thistle, who had been observing him for some still mysterious reasons. Elena heard the whispers of some unfamiliar voices, and finally Cynthia also got a panicked call from Sarah, who was apparently in danger after being on a job. When she, Elena, and Hecate went to investigate, they found Sarah's smashed communicator and several bloodstains covering the museum roof, but no sign of her. Hyperion wasn't incredibly helpful in that he just knew Sarah was looking for a piece of meteorite that had been on display. So it is the start of the session. I will go ahead and add a team to the pool.
We're at
We have-
2, right?
Yep, because people actually
Two
used
team.
some team last week.
Mm.
And
We
since
started needing it when we didn't have it.
Tess was not here for our little bit of montage, and you have the mask, part of the mask, or
Oh,
the
yeah.
mask from the Janice playbook. We
Yeah.
need you to roll for time passing to see how your obligations
How do I
went.
do that?
You roll plus mundane.
Okay, what? Now I have to look up my Monday now. Where did I last?
Assuming it works the same for you. I think it works the same for you.
Yeah, it works the same for me.
It would have just been the move
Okay.
taken from the playbook. So
Yeah, okay. I got it right in front of me here. Just tell me what you roll.
That would be a 12.
Okay, wow.
yeah. So on a hit, things are going pretty well. You have an opportunity or advantage thanks to one of your obligations.
You haven't lapsed on anything.
You were
Yay.
helping Uncle Paulie and
Among other things.
Yeah.
So an obligation.
Charlie, did I pin all my obligations for you? Do you want me to?
Don't believe you did. Let me see
I-
here.
I can make I have to go up and look for it, but I can also make a new list of them because I remember what they were.
And because I know we talked about some possibilities, but I don't know if what you
I don't
settled on.
remember. Like, I gave you. Here, I'll just put them
Yeah.
down. Job. I don't remember the name of.
Just a little intermission here.
Sorry.
It's all good.
You're coming back after a bit.
Mm-hmm. Cheer.
Just enjoy the music.
There we are.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm just gonna pin these
Sounds good.
for you.
An advantage with one of your obligations. Interesting. Which of
I was leaving the second one to you because
Okay.
I wasn't here and I don't know which one
okay.
would work out better.
I mean, I think that's a lot of your personal preference on where you want to get your feelers in, but if we want to do the first option, I could.
Yeah, we'll go with the
That'd
first
be-
option then,
Okay.
at least for now, until
Alrighty.
it's more beneficial to us.
It's just a little bit. So I'll say with that, you get on. You're getting on some pretty good terms with the people at your internship. You're making some connections there that might be able to work in your
Sounds good.
favor later.
Yeah.
So
And hopefully I'm keeping another individual out of trouble.
Who knows? Alrighty. So I mean, with like the events at the party, I was thinking Sylvie could have just been like hanging out at the penthouse, but is there anything you would have imagined her doing or being involved with instead?
I mean, I feel like she might have like been at the party, but she probably has been leaning into her newer identity and trying to establish that. So she was probably smoozing up with like some of the bigger names and like establishing herself as part of the upper class more so. Like she's been on the fringes and she kind of knows that her social abilities might become more necessary as we move forward, especially because we're noticing that more of like higher ups in the city are involved in things.
Okay. So I think sort of resolving that, what we can say is that when you weren't super involved with what the rest of the team was doing at the party, and then when all the chaos started, I feel like you were pretty involved with a group of people and they just sort of like grabbed you and were like, we gotta get out of here. And then throughout all of that and what the other team was doing, you weren't able to quite meet up with them.
Yeah, she's definitely
things were quieting down.
Because she definitely feels like Cynthia has established her alter ego with a certain group, and I think Sylvie is trying to establish hers with a different group of the rich, just to that maybe Cynthia is less a fan of dealing with, because Sylvie might have a few extra cards in her deck for manipulating that kind of thing.
Okay.
With
also puts her in a better position to eat the rich.
Yes, exactly.
There we go.
I've heard they're delicious. Very well marbled.
Rules about murder.
I mean,
I mean, if they die and we just happen to eat them after, like that's not on us.
Or
This show does not officially endorse cannibalism.
also someone needs to feed my plants. Let's be honest.
That's true.
Those human teeth carnivorous plants.
They don't grow themselves.
So we'll say because of that, the whole team kind of gets separated and you don't quite have the memo of where everyone was meeting up, since no one really sent out like an all call to the rest of the team. So you probably could have like swung back around to the penthouse just to like, I guess assuming everyone would probably be there.
Yeah.
And find it empty. So would you, I guess at that point, would you just turn in for the night or try and reach out to the rest of the team?
I think Sylvie would try and reach out just to make sure everyone is okay and not like in a situation that requires the whole team.
Okay. Would you send out and like reach out to anyone specific, or just send out sort of like a generic message to everyone?
Did I see, I guess if I saw Echo like or mainly handling the situation or leading that group, I would reach out specifically to her.
You would have seen two echoes because Elena was wearing a spare costume.
Well, then I'd definitely be reaching out to Echo.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, she's duplicated herself again.
Okay.
Again.
When that happens. I mean, I love when that happens.
All right. Okay. So sort of getting back into things, we have in the safe house, Roxy and Elena are with Leah. Watchdog is currently making his way across the city to...
Just Roxy.
Roxy.
Oh, sorry.
There, but
Yes,
Elena's-
thank you.
Yeah.
Roxy is with
Cynthia.
Leah.
Mhm.
Watchdog is making his way across the city, and then Echo and Easy Living are on top of a museum with Hecate after they've sort of discovered this. So, what does Sylvie say as she pulls out the comm and sends out a message to Echo?
She'll say, Echo, I noticed things got a bit hairy back there. Do you need support?
just to clarify, for my own edification, Sylvie was at the party?
Yes, just
Sylvie
not with
was.
the rest of the group.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was differentiating
So-
myself.
We're not, there's no like, she wasn't involved with the extraction, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah, she has
Just
no
to
idea.
like not confuse the timelines too much. Sylvie was a background character.
That's Elena's
Yeah.
job.
With that, not for now. Calamity has the person in question and is watching her. With something else, maybe. How good are you at tracking people? Thinking in her head, wild hunt?
I have some experience, and I might be able to utilize a form or two to assist with that.
All right. Could you meet me on top of the museum on 21st?
I can be there shortly.
Thank you. Are you okay? I know things got kind of weird back there.
Weren't my favorite people I was dealing with, but we got out pretty unscathed.
Is that a good or a bad thing in their cases?
They're fine. Unfortunately.
All right. I'm glad you're
Yeah.
okay.
Thank
See
you.
soon.
So I'll change into my plant-grown costume or whatever it is to warm up right now,
Okay.
and jump on the bike and head that way.
Okay. We'll say as you are headed in that direction, because Watchdog did get a little bit of a head start, reaches the safe house where Roxy and Leah are currently waiting. Well, Roxy more so. Leah is still passed out on the couch.
I'm mostly traveling by rooftop, so I imagine I kind of get to the building and I wait to make sure there's not anyone immediately at street level. Scale. Well, actually,
There was
what
a
building
balcony.
Is this?
Yeah. Echo, what kind of building? What does this look like? We did establish there was a balcony. So
All right. So it's kind of a mid-range high-rise apartment building, sort of outskirts of the center area of the city. Has decent security, but looks like it's very much just a civilian apartment, a place where you could crash in between missions. The windows have there's sort of like a one-way mirror thing, or you can't see through thing going on with them. So you can see out from the inside, but from the outside, you can't really see what's going on inside, which is kind of important when you have people who are changing in and out of hero costumes.
Okay. So I wouldn't necessarily specifically know which balcony or apartment to go to.
So not necessarily, but you could always call someone.
But otherwise, it's just like a normal apartment building aside from that one apartment?
The building is owned by Barnett Industries, so.
Okay.
I mean, you could probably you might be able to smell some of the team numbers and where like the scents are strongest, so that would give you a starting point at least. Unless you just want to call Echo.
So like climbing down the building, pick up the scent and be like, oh yeah, it's this balcony. Clamber onto it, then just like come up to the window and just hello?
Calamity was like doing something in the kitchen, grabs a frying pan and like whips around.
Yes.
What do you want?
It's
Pizza delivery.
From the balcony.
We're on the 8th floor. That would be absurd.
it's me, Mouse. Cynthia said to meet here.
Uh-huh. Give me a minute. She takes a long time.
There is security
Making
you'd
some
probably
tea.
have to unarm.
Oh, crap. All right.
Well, I don't know, because you went out onto the balcony. Would you have, and you left pretty quickly, so would you have re-rigged it?
I don't know if she rearmed it.
That's fair.
Since Elena also followed.
And Roxy would not think to do that. She's an alarm system.
Her second superhero name.
Then she's like making tea, and she just like like 3 minutes later walks over and opens the door.
I love it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Gonna duck and. Looks nice, I guess.
Yeah,
Where's everybody else?
there was a problem with one of Echo's friends.
Anybody we know?
Not that I'm aware of.
So we're just supposed to wait?
Well, somebody has to wait with Leah, you know. And I can't fly, so Easy Living had to go. Because she could fly out the window. You know?
Yeah. What time is it by this point?
Late.
Late, probably like 11 p.m.
It's a weekend, right? We don't
It's a
have to get
Friday
up the
night.
crack of dawn to play
Yeah.
football, do
It's
we?
Friday night. Unless you want to have Saturday morning practices. That is always an option.
Please, no.
I don't know if sports
Joe
are that
considered it, but
involved
the
yet.
team rebelled.
Joe wanted to. He had an optional practice, but nobody showed up.
What are we, professional athletes?
Roxy
my God,
regularly wakes
basically.
up early for her job at the garage.
Not on Saturdays.
We don't open till 10 a.m.
Cue the night before Roxy had like a keg party.
Are there any like bedrooms in this apartment then? I presume there's at least like one or
Yeah.
two.
Leah would be sleeping in one.
She's crashed on the couch, right?
Oh.
Lee's on the couch. Unless
that
Roxy
case-
would have moved her.
No, she wouldn't have picked her up without asking.
She's on the couch.
She just put a blanket over her.
I was about to say Joe would go find a blanket out of one of the rooms and put it over her.
2 blankets.
We just burrito her in blankets.
I mean,
so
To
she
be fair,
cannot
it's
get
approaching
away.
fall, It could be cold.
Someone else grabs like a teddy bear. Complete.
She wakes
Arm.
up covered in blankets and pillows and stuffed animals. Surprise!
With like a cushion fort around her from the couch.
What if she rolls over and falls off?
God. Strapped in.
I'm assuming there's like a little living room-ish area.
Mhm.
Watchdog would probably like take a seat in the chair that's maybe a little small for him, but like technically fits him. And then he says, "You can get some sleep if you want to. I can take the graveyard shift here."
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I mean, you always go to both practices. You're probably more tired than I am.
It's fine, Mouse.
All right.
You've already been watching her for a few hours. I can take over.
I mean, not that long. Maybe like an hour. I don't know. You want some tea or coffee or something?
I'll take coffee.
She'll go back and make some coffee. She doesn't trust that anybody but her can make coffee on the team.
I give Joe like a solid 70% shot of making an actual decent cup of coffee.
I mean, Elena's like her like default. If like she can't do it, she believes Elena could probably do it. Maybe, possibly, and then
Do
Joe.
coffee machines exist yet? Are we just
Technically,
filtering
think
them? And
So
Elena can make a good French press,
I was gonna say.
but not everybody has. Just
See, I
to
feel
call
like
Bertram to bring one.
Sylvia's just epitomizes the idea that you don't accept food from Faye.
Oh
Because-
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That's another.
She makes
reason
coffee and
can't
it's just
cook.
like cursed or something.
It's purple.
It's
Okay.
purple, and we're
You-
like, that's not normal.
It's not
How
supposed to
did
have that
you do
consistency.
that?
Slightly
Cynthia's
iridescent.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Why does it
Caffeine.
Echo's like, I
smell
don't
like
even
that?
care. I can't talk to you until I've had my coffee.
It's sort of like bubbling a little bit.
Why would you
Fine,
start at
guys.
a little skull up here in the cloud?
But it had like flowers in the eye holes, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
The one time Sylvie made coffee for y'all, it matched your costumes individually.
But it all came from the same pot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was very weird.
That coffee machine is now in the Sylvie Touched It corner.
Coffee, but it's a mood
We all
ring.
It's really like a
hallucinated.
wing of the penthouse now.
We all hallucinated for
We
like
can't
2
stop
hours
her.
straight.
If she touched it and it still reasonably works, we keep it. If she touched it and it's something else now, it goes in the room.
Yes.
Why does the coffee maker make toast now? Don't ask questions.
And much more efficient though. Very efficient.
It's dual purpose, yo. Make your entire breakfast with this coffee maker.
But now
It's
we
like
also have
It
pour
to
out-
eat
slices,
it.
it
so-
dices.
It like pours out a
Slap
fried
chop.
egg and a piece of bacon.
I love it.
Turns into an easy bake oven. All right.
Oh,
We're so
You-
off track.
You
Yeah.
can make coffee
we've
and give
missed
it
Sylvie.
to Watchdog.
1950s eBay exists, so
All
we can
right.
sell cursed technology.
We might have to invent
Yeah, it's
it.
the corner. It's the corner pawn shop.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Pawn shop's been around since the dawn of time.
Kind of true.
Did the Howls
It
invent those
is
too?
We had to buy one just so we can contain all of the sales into one pawn shop.
So we could regulate the Sylvie items.
You gotta keep a tight control on the market.
I just finished a book where the part of the plot involves selling cursed items on eBay.
So yeah, Roxy will head into one of the rooms to pass out, and she'll be like, "All right, wake me up in a few hours when you've got to sleep." I don't know when the others will be back.
Where is this boy?
I'll
And
keep an
if-
ear out for him.
Oh, she'll throw him some handcuffs that like the power suppressing handcuffs that she grabbed from the base. She'll be like, if anything does happen and she can't control it, like just ask it if you can put those on it, and that should probably stop it. Because Elena's not Easy Living's not here to stop her.
All right. Like tucks it inside of his little bib shirt front he's got going on.
Under the sheriff patch.
Cowboy wolf.
Oh yes. We forgot to tell Sylvie he's now dressed as a werewolf sheriff.
Lovely.
I
did see the conversation.
And
Sylvie will
wanted
fix
only
that.
minimal tassels. So bedazzle his outfit while he's not looking.
Got it. Sylvie will.
All right. Watchdog, do you do anything after Roxy goes to sleep?
Just like once she's like settled into it, I would just kind of like close my eyes and sort of reach out with the senses just to make sure there isn't anything that's immediately alarming in the area.
Nothing pings your radar.
All right.
It all seems pretty normal.
Except for that pine scent.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like eventually he sort of like adjusts in his chair so he's in like the reclined position where he's like over both arms. Just kind of sits there like watching Leah and just like listening. And, like pulls out the communicator at one point, sort of thinks about calling. No, she needs us, she'll call us. And otherwise, he'll just keep watch.
Okay. Well, there was an excellent segue there that we'll get to later. But first, on top of the museum, all of you, I guess, how is Echo feeling currently?
Echo's pacing quickly.
Hecate's just stoically watching, letting you, get out the energy. What's Easy Living doing?
Watching, waiting.
Has found pizza.
I was gonna say, does Easy Living keep her distance from Hecate? Because I sort of have this image in my mind where Hecate's standing there and then Easy Living just comes and like stands beside her, so they're just both watching Echo do this.
She has no reason to dislike Hecate. She doesn't accidentally break as much things or turns things into
Weird new machines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Eventually, Sylvie arrives in front of the museum. The street is pretty empty, and the lights in the museum are off. So, at first glance, you don't see anything off or strange about it.
Well, I will jump off or get off the stag and fly up because Echo did say they were at the top of the museum.
What do you turn into? Just a bird? Anything
Probably.
special?
No, maybe
Pigeon? Glitter pigeon?
Yeah, I feel like a glitter pigeon is my default around here.
Okay.
Big legend.
You hear the flap of wings as a glitter pigeon comes over the side of the rooftop. Do you change back right away? Or are you good?
Yeah, I probably shift back pretty quickly.
This is not the time for trolling
shenanigans.
Yeah, no time for
Other times it's like, why is there a glitter pigeon on my head?
Yeah. Right now. What or who am I tracking?
My friend was here and she was taken. There's blood and there's no trail leading away, so I assume it's by air, but she brings Valkyrie over to the spot where Sarah was taken. I don't know what you can do, but
I can try and pick up a scent, but honestly, this might be more of Watchdog's area of expertise. There's no blood trail, but
hey, my friend isn't exactly a hero. I can't. He wouldn't react well.
Can you try tracking the rock like I can? You might have a wider radius.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I'm gonna first shift into a bloodhound and see if I can pick up the scent by the blood spatter that's remaining.
Yes.
If there's anything in the air.
There is, thanks to the blood spatter, the scent is very, very prominent. And
how much? Oh,
I was gonna say there's a lot of initial but you can tell movement around the rooftop, so a lot of like zigzagging patterns. So I mean, even something went down up here because of the blood splatter, but have a better idea of more so the direction this encounter took.
This blood spatter, with the amount of blood we're seeing, the blood loss that Sarah experienced, is it at concerning levels? Like that she would need a healer immediately?
The signs that you have, not initially damning, so it's not like she was like sawed in half or anything and is in immediate peril, but you can definitely tell that if it was something that was left unchecked, would probably become fatal.
Okay. So we need to find her sooner rather than later. Can I get beyond figuring out that there was something that happened on the roof? Is there any direction, like scent in the air or anything I can pick up?
It heads there's a movement towards the next building over. So it heads in, at least initially, that direction.
Okay.
To
I
the next
will,
rooftop.
I guess, see if I can. How far away is the next rooftop?
With a running start, you can
Okay.
clear the distance.
Can I just basically jump and try and follow it?
Yeah. What is everyone else doing? Are you just watching as this glitter bloodhound follows the scent initially? Or are you going to follow Sylvie?
Echo is following her.
Okay.
I'm following.
Everyone trails behind. And Sylvie, as you get to this second rooftop, I'd imagine like picking up a little speed because you're just like, okay, I've got the trail now. I can just keep following it. And then you hit a point maybe like midway across the roof, maybe a little bit farther, where it just
disappears.
Stops. It doesn't like fade, it's like immediately cut off.
And it, like, if I jump up, it's not higher or anything?
Right, it just ends there.
Okay, that's concerning. I think I'm going to jump back to the other roof, shift back, and use Echo's or Easy Living's idea of trying to see if I can find a connection through the blood and see if potentially there's that thread there, even though it's a long shot. I know the thread that I've seen previously has been connected to crest dimensional stuff, but
oh, I see. Okay, so like
yeah.
trying to channel that, the
that
visual
kind
that
of,
you had from Elena mostly, to see if you can connect it to Sarah.
Yeah, see if I can do it with a different blood or like with a different medium and a different purpose.
Okay. This
is gonna suck.
This sounds like an unleash your powers, yeah.
Yeah,
I think this is
I was about to say, yeah,
possible.
looking and I'm like, oh gosh, I forgot where my unleash my powers is at right now.
It's fine. Just roll high.
I hope so. You said really nice double fives earlier versus now. Oh, no, that's a 5.
Okay.
Well, if both Easy Living and I can find ways to help, or is this not the kind of thing that can be helped with?
Single target DPS kind of.
I think for this one, you would have to make a really good argument as to how you're helping.
I don't think I have a really good argument.
And unfortunately, I don't have the stag can't get up on the roof.
That'd be pretty funny.
Just lean over the side. I'm connected to you. Lend me your power. Okay. So, yeah, you try and tap into this organic material, this blood splatter, and you start to feel like you have a better sense of who it belongs to and just like the general attachment, but you're not able to find that tether or that connection that you were hoping would lead you to the the person. I was about to say
Yeah.
the owner of this
Yeah.
blood. The owner of the body.
Who owns this blood?
Sylvie will relay to the team. The scent stops middle of the roof on the next roof over. No continuation as far as I can tell. According to my ability, not going up, not going sideways, just halts completely. And unfortunately, I'm not getting enough of a grip on this to make with the blood to make a tie, if it was even possible to track her down.
Do you have any sensitivity to interdimensional energy?
I tried once with easy living to try and track down easy living. I can potentially try to tap into that again, but I'm not sure.
I mostly just want to rule it out as a possibility.
I guess
if it's too much, then I can find another way.
I can try. Charlie, again, let me know if I can't do this. But using the comparison, because both I've seen it with a easy living, and then I am also an interdimensional being. Can I try and compare us and see if I can find some kind of energy along those lines?
Like, are you trying to compare that energy to Sarah's blood? Or are you trying to compare it to the general circumstances?
General circumstances.
Okay.
I know this is a reach. I want to clarify if I can. Because I know I've done it specifically in regards to easy living when I had more of a established tie.
For additional context on what I was trying to ask and perhaps not doing a good job of was like, if there's some sort of like a energy signature that happens when there is a dimensional shift, is that something that's like universal? Like does it leave trails behind?
Or is it individual? Like each person leaves behind a certain residue?
Yeah, I don't know if I've actually been paying attention enough to like when I cross over or another Fae crosses over to be able to tell you that.
All right.
Let me think. Because I don't know if Unleash Your Powers is really the right role for this.
Yeah.
Since you're not like trying to overcome something, you're just trying to determine something about the environment.
Yeah.
So I know.
What is that role?
There is it wouldn't really fall into the questions that are available, but this feels like you're assessing the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we could just do an alternate form of that, and if you roll a 7 to 9, that'll get you the answer to that first inquiry. And then if you roll a 10 plus, you can ask one additional question.
Okay, I will try.
Can I add a team because I've accidentally interdimensionally traveled?
Well, we don't know what Sylvie's rolled yet, so.
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
That would be an 8.
Y'all could try to chime in. And
or wait, no.
10.
That would be a 9.
Oh.
Okay.
Well done.
So would get the first question. Easy living, would you still want to help to get that to a 10?
Yeah. Just like think about how I accidentally winked out of existence and
okay. I will remove a team from the pool. So we're back to one team.
Sylvie, I don't know if you remember to do so, but don't forget to mark potential for your.
Oh, I did. Don't worry.
Just making sure. Just making sure. It's been a few weeks. Let me make sure.
Okay. So, in thinking through everything you've seen so far, and maybe heading back to that second rooftop to just like follow that scent a little bit more to double check that it really cuts off in the way that it does. And with Easy Living's input of what she experienced, I will say that it largely reminds you of a door closing, so to speak. Feels how you would imagine if you were picturing it, similar to when your portal opens and closes.
Oh, I hate that. I really don't like that. I will relay this information regarding it feels very like with the information I have very similar to if I were to close off my portal home.
Have I ever seen Sylvie travel between dimensions, planes?
I feel like she's normally only does it in private because she doesn't do it very often. The only times were when she was in emotional distress or when we were and when we were looking for Easy Living, which was also emotional distress.
I wasn't there for that, I don't think.
No,
You weren't because you were researching downstairs.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think so far, at least on screen, there has been a case where anyone has witnessed the actual movement through the portal aside from the audience.
Because Sylvie really doesn't like doing it.
So I guess my question up until this point, has Sylvie ever explained to Cynthia how she moves between here and the Fey realm? Or
I think, yeah, I feel like just if nothing else, because there may or may not be a portal that shit might come through, or there may be a portal in the penthouse. It was, and I do think she mentioned it when she was going to do research on Easy Living's ability. So I think it has been clarified.
Okay. Just didn't know if the actual nature of this is what it looks like has been.
This is why you don't want to go into my room.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
This argument might be a little bit strained then, but what I was going to argue was been reading the files, since the language on that is when you first encounter an important superpowered phenomena, whether or not it's important is your call. So the argument being that Cynthia has heard about it from Valkyrie, but has not really encountered it firsthand since she just wasn't there for most of this. Using the research that she had been doing on Elena's thing to try and apply it to this situation through the been reading files.
Okay. Well, first of all, I think that can work because even though you've heard about Sylvie's portal, you've never experienced it firsthand. But since Sylvie did get a 10, you do get a follow-up question. So we should figure out what that is.
My next question is, what here can I use to continue to follow Sarah, even if it involving in light of the fact that it's potentially a portal?
Ooh. I think you would probably need a combination of power sets. So your experience with moving through portals and traveling between dimensions, Elena's experience with being yeeted from here towards wherever that was, and then Roxy, who managed to reach out to Elena, who was somewhere else, and get into Elena's dreams.
Okay. I will also relay that whole scenario because
you could try when you go to sleep tonight calling Sarah, because that worked for Roxy.
If it's dreams, I know a specialist of sorts. Charlie should know who I'm talking about,
A
'cause it's in my
specialist.
document. I have a list.
I know.
But I'm not convinced it's dreams. It's worth trying, but this is too much blood.
This is, from my experience, a concerning amount of blood. She's not in immediate danger, but the risk heightens the longer we wait.
I can't just wait to sleep. I'm not going to be able to sleep like this. She's just gone. You haven't seen anything like this, have you? She asks Hecate.
Not this exactly. I think the closest that I've come to this would probably be a form of teleportation. But this is very clearly different.
I think if we're to pursue this, we would need the whole team.
You're probably right.
I would at least need Calamity, and I think Watchdog would definitely help with the tracking aspect as well.
Especially if they use like this portal thing just to go somewhere else and then come back here. So if she's back here, Watchdog might be the best way to find her.
All right. Just don't want to have to end up fighting him.
Just tell her. Don't tell him everything.
I think at the end of the day, it's a life at stake. He'll agree with you. What happens at
he
the
agrees
end?
with me. I just care if he helps. Fine. You should figure out what to do with Leah. She'll activate the comm, and she's going to contact Calamity first. I don't know if she'd actually know if Watchdog was there.
You knew he was on the way.
All right.
I think didn't. Yeah, because you had to give him the location.
Oh, yes, he said he was.
But Calamity is currently sleeping, so is my segue that I was talking about earlier.
Uh-oh.
Roxy.
Uh-oh.
You are dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh no.
It feels cold. Reminds you of the lab that you were trapped in.
Instant panic.
It's muffled at first, but you start to make out the whispers and distortions of voices around you. Becomes clearer for a moment as someone says, "I think this one may be it. We may have done it." Someone responds, "How can you be sure? It could just be as mindless as the others." "I'm sure. Take it to the cell to get it some clothes. We should make things as familiar as possible for when it wakes up." Then you hear the sound of wheels on tile floor. You can feel yourself moving, but as that panic builds up, you want to run and escape, but your limbs feel heavy, and your awareness is still fairly dim to the world around you. It's confusing and overwhelming. The sensation is both foreign and familiar. Eventually, whatever you're on stops, and you feel hands on you, not malicious, just lifting you from whatever you're on. And you have that strange feeling of suspension as you can tell you're being carried, and the awareness continues to come back to you as you feel your body more fully, feel the weight of your limbs, can start to very barely twitch your fingers and toes. as you try and move more of yourself, like of an entire arm or a leg, it's heavy, weighed down, and does nothing more than briefly tense the muscle before it relaxes again. You feel yourself shifting again before you come into contact with cloth that feels itchy on your skin. You hear the sound of a door shutting, a lock clicking into place. And just as you feel you're about to open your eyes and sit up and take in what is around you, the sound of your comm pulls you from the dream.
Huh? What? Mm.
Calamity, you there?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
How's Leah?
I think she's asleep. Watchdog's watching her. Watchdog's watching her.
The situation here is developed. We might need you in Watchdog, but you've spent more time with her. Do you have any idea of what we can do with Leah in the meantime?
Well, maybe I could wake her up and ask her if she wants to put on the cuff just to make sure that her powers don't surge again. I'll make sure that she's awake when she gives me an answer. So, but if not, if she feels like she could be by herself, then maybe I could just, I also just thought of this right now. I'm a little groggy because I was having a weird dream. But like, she might freak out if like she wakes up and there's just a giant wolf in the armchair next to her. Probably. That might be a little disconcerting. So I'm gonna go out right now and maybe put Watchdog away somewhere so that he's not. Let me put the dog away real quick. Hold on.
Put that thing back where it came from.
We have a dog kennel for Watchdog.
Rude.
When Henry's mad at him.
The doghouse.
No, yeah, so she goes in and she's like, Watchdog. It's probably not going, she's probably gonna freak out if she wakes up and there's a giant wolf man in the room. I just thought of that. Maybe you go in the back room because the team needs us, and I was gonna wake her up and ask her if she wanted to put on like one of these cuffs on one of her wrists, not both of them, but just to keep her powers under control while we're gone. Otherwise, see if she's just cool with like sleeping here, and we'll be back hopefully before she wakes up.
I don't know how smart it would be leaving her unsupervised. Given everything Echo was talking about, do we really want to leave her unguarded?
What do you mean everything that Echo was talking about? I mean, she's an adult. It's not like we need to babysit her. She's survived 100% of the days that she's been alive, so. I mean, in theory.
What?
You're not wrong, but also.
Yes, but.
Sound logic.
Thank you.
100% survival rate so far.
I'm just saying, I don't know what happened to that camp she was talking about, if there are still people like that, and if they
Oh, well,
for
this is a
her.
safe house. They probably can't find her here. And we got an alarm system. We could set the alarm system.
Do you know how?
I wonder if Echo's got
the
that
1950s.
wired to the comms or something.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
know if that
alarm
would be
system is
possible.
just a bell that like rings when you open the door.
Yeah, It's just an extra padlock. I don't know if you could reasonably connect any sort of alarm system to the comms because the comm
Wi-Fi's not a thing
frequency is like based from the base. It was built out from there.
All right. Well, let me talk to Echo real quick and see, because I guess but again, I feel like I should probably wake her up and warn her that there's a giant wolf man in the house and that he's housebroken and not gonna hurt her. You know? Like
Yeah.
like
You
you're
can
not
leave
a
out that second
feral.
one.
Well, right, but like, I mean, when you think about it, like somebody might think you're like a feral Sasquatch or something.
If he ever intimidates you, just take this jar of peanut butter and throw it in the opposite direction. It works every time.
Every single
Oh my
time.
god.
All right.
All right. Well, maybe go in the other room where she can't see you, so I can like warn her first, because I don't want her to blow up the whole building. You know?
Out of mild curiosity, Joe's gonna shift his hearing to Leah. Is she awake?
No, she's 100% conked out.
So I'm just curious if she's just like pretending to be asleep and is just listening to the two of us discuss this.
Nope.
He'll just kind of reluctantly nod and just go into one of the side rooms and just like lean against the wall and wait.
Thanks,
Listen.
buddy.
Wait
you,
and
buddy.
listen. What bad thing are you going to say about me to this person?
Well, he's also sitting here wondering if he shouldn't try to argue that he should do it, but we'll see how she does.
Wake her up?
Wakes up, wolf in face.
The entire building blows up. We all die.
Rocks fall.
It all crushes into one little ball.
That's not really what
Roxy's
he's
not a
thinking about.
genius, but she knows that if she woke up with a wolf man in her face, she'd do some damage. Like, and she didn't know about Watchdog. She knows that she would not have a great reaction. And Leah's powers are far more destructive than Roxy's. So she's like, so she'll just like gently, like on her shoulder, just Leah.
I think it takes a little bit because at the initial prodding, she kind of does that thing where like she rolls over and tries to shove you away, like not really awake, but just
Yeah.
trying to hold on
Leah,
to that nice
Leah,
sleep.
I have can you just wake up for a second and then you can go right back to sleep, I swear. I just need to warn you about something because I got to take off to help the team. And also my teammate Watchdog, I don't know, have you heard of Watchdog?
So what?
He's here. He's a big wolf man. He can be. He's a little disconcerting to look at, but he's a really nice guy. He's housebroken. I swear he won't pee on the rug and he won't chew anything up and he won't harm you.
Okay, where do you need to go?
Well, like there's something I have to take care of. But look, he's very trustworthy, a very loyal companion.
She's not adopting me, Mouse.
And I think at hearing your
He's also very
finally
furry.
I think
He's
at
also
hearing
very furry.
Watchdog's voice, it finally clicks, and she actually like wakes up and like sits up and is like,
his snoot is super boopsable, but he hasn't let me boops it yet.
Do not.
He's just a big loving dog. It's fine. He won't hurt you. He's good people. Do you want to meet him? Can I invite him in?
I guess sure.
Are you in danger of having your powers get out of control again?
Not currently. No.
Okay. So I have these things, right? So we usually use them for bad guys. So the handcuffs, you could just cuff one on you if you wanted to just like control your power if something happened or something. You don't have to put them on now or nothing, but I wanted to give them to you just in case you wanted to, I don't know, have a tool to suppress your power if there's a moment where you feel like it's spiraling out of control or something, you know?
I mean that sort of makes sense. What exactly do they do?
They suppress your powers. I don't really know how it works. I wish I could better explain it to you, but I don't have a lot of knowledge about this type of thing.
Entirely, or?
Well, I don't know. I can't do it right now because I need my powers where I'm going. But I think they do. But I talked to Echo, and I'm hoping that she's maybe going to design something for you that you can take on and off that isn't like handcuffs, you know, like maybe a bracelet or something, and that you could just have control of, like, you know, just be able to put it on if something was going out of control, just so you don't have anybody or accidentally let everybody know that you're powered.
Okay. Yeah. And then she'll, I mean, a little hesitantly, like, hold
You
up
don't
her
have
hands.
to put it on now, but you only need to put it on one. I don't think you have to have it on both.
No, she like holds out her hand to like take it.
Oh,
like,
yeah, she'll give it to her.
Not like, all right, cuff me.
I'm not gonna cuff you right. You're not a prisoner.
Just
How
to like,
precisely do you give them to her when I have them?
She just reaches in Watch Dogs'
Just like reach around the
pocket,
corner.
takes them.
reaches off screen. Here they are.
I can just hand them to you, you know.
Well, whatever. It's fine.
Okay, so I feel like you explain this whole thing and then go to like hand over the handcuffs, and you're just like, wait, where'd they go?
Hold on a second. Watchdog, can I get the handcuffs? I forgot. I left them with him because he wanted to let me sleep.
Pulls them out of his shirt pocket. She like reaches around the corner, and Leah probably gets a
There's like a
picture of
clawed
big old mitt.
Sasquatch hand coming out of the...
Okay, you weren't kidding.
He looks, he's all bark, no bite. I hope. I don't know. He's never bitten anybody that I know of. Probably.
I haven't.
All right. Thanks for clearing that up, buddy.
You're welcome.
But this time, now that you've retrieved the handcuffs, Leah will take them. Not put them on, but it's just like
just
carefully holding them and
just in case you need them or whatever. Just until we can get you something better.
Give her
to
the
help
key
you out with.
too.
There is a key too. We'll give you the key so that you can unlock or lock it or whatever you need to do. And then you should probably meet Watchdog though, because I'm not sure if he's going or not. You're safe here. This is a place that Echo has that's safe. But I don't know what the situation is with the camp people. Are they still coming after you? What?
I don't know entirely.
When was the last time they tried to accost you?
It's been a few years.
Okay,
I've
so
just been trying to keep a low profile.
have you had your powers kind of get out of control like that at all in the last couple years?
Once or twice, but was able to get away before it hurt anyone or put anyone in danger.
Okay. Well, if they didn't get you then, I'm pretty sure nobody was following us. We're pretty highly discreet. Especially the giant wolf guy. So discreet.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's staying or going, but I just wanted to make sure you knew that, and you had this, and met him. Come here, Watchdog. I think Watchdog is growling about
boy.
Roxy in another room.
I am not growling. I do think Watchdog would kind of like slowly like lean out, just so it's not just like a full reveal, just like
It's not throw the door open, lumber out, and
Yeah.
stand like above the door frame.
yeah.
And then Roxy just like goes to Boops' snoot. She doesn't do it yet, but she's like, she looks like she's gonna do
Grabs his
it.
Leah laughs a little nervously.
Yeah. Hi.
He's fine.
I'm scarier than I'm less scary than I look.
Okay.
Yeah. So before we head out here, you doing all right?
Tired, really?
And there's some coffee, and is there any leftover tea?
Yeah, and there's some food in the fridge for you. I brought you some comfort cobs. You gotta have comfort cobs.
Is it lasagna?
No. It's leftover chicken tetrazzini.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Category of comfort carbs. Okay.
Watchdog's thinking about the chicken tetrazzini.
A little bit of drool just starts sliding down the side of his mouth.
Yeah. We'll be back in a bit here. Until then. And then Watchdog will actually unclip his badge, which is his communicator now, and hand it to her.
You should probably give him mine. You're way more responsible than I am.
That's true. I feel like that's an argument for you to have a communicator.
I think
No, it means I lose it and break it way more than you do.
Well, now you have a reason to hold on to it, because it's going to be our communicator for the time being.
All right. I'm impressed that you're trusting me with this, Watchdog.
He'll like offer the little badge communicator to her.
yeah, I think
She's
she's a
waiting.
little confused at first because she doesn't realize what it is. So she's just like, "Are you trying to placate me like a child by giving me a sheriff's badge?"
Oh
Yeehaw!
no, it's a communicator. You just press and twist.
Okay. All right.
If anything goes down, if you need help with anything, just call us.
You could push this button and it will just call all of us, okay?
Yeah.
Don't push this button because
original.
there'll be a lady who will be disappointed in you on that line. So don't do that one. This one. She'll show her.
Okay. I think she just like looks down and is like, "This one, not that one." Okay.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
one, not that one.
Yep.
You want us to get anything for you while we're out?
No, I'm okay. This is
Okay.
more than enough.
All right.
Alright.
Well, there's more comfy beds in the other room if you want to move to a comfy bed. I'm pretty sure Echo keeps like an extra toothbrush and toothpaste and stuff like that in the bathroom. And
I don't know what else she's got for change of clothes. Do you want to change
Yeah.
of clothes?
there might be some. I don't know if Echo has clothes in here or not. We could just check the drawers, but
Echo has Echo's spare clothes in there. I don't know if they're the right size.
we're all exceptionally small women except for Sylvie, so
That's
the
fine.
baby.
Thanks. I can. I'm fine for now, but I can
Okay.
have a look around if I
Yeah, just
need it.
if you want to close the door or something so we don't disturb you when we come back, we'll be back as soon as we're done dealing with this other crises. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, but seems
Okay.
Important.
but not dangerous for the whole city. So don't worry.
We got it under control.
All right.
You just
She
get some
just-
rest, all right?
Nods a little bit. Okay.
He sort
All
of
right.
Tips his hat.
As they leave, Calamity's like, you'll want to like pull the chain and do the padlock thing. We'll probably just come back in through the window.
Oh, okay. And then she'll.
Or we'll come in through the patio door.
Okay. Yeah, she'll get up and just kind of like awkwardly wait for the two of you to leave so then she can secure it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Are the two of you going to have any little bit of conversation or just head on over to where
She'll ask where
Recreation
they can
Development.
meet them. Or would have asked, whatever. Let's just assume that we're
you
going.
can, I mean, easily enough get that information. I just didn't know if Calamity and Watchdog wanted to have any little interaction or otherwise
Calamity,
we can
we'll
take our
just
break
say-
and then reconvene with everyone.
She'll just say, Watchdog, I'm really disappointed that you revealed my identity in front of a civilian.
Wasn't intentional, Mouse.
I know. That's why I was only just mad for like 5 minutes.
She seems
And
like
now-
she's calmed down a lot.
Yeah, well, she's probably pretty tired. That's a lot of power to like exert in one. You know?
Not really, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, you got like that whole lycanthropy thing. I don't think that I think that's different.
Mm.
Probably.
I don't really got the same sort of firepower the rest of y'all got, so
I don't have any fire powers.
that's not what I meant.
Actually, I don't think any of us have actual firepower.
Echo could.
Yeah, I suppose if she touched somebody with the pyro stuff.
All right.
What's your
let's go to
power?
this museum.
Gun.
Boom, boom.
With
All
the
right.
fire kinesis.
Then she's just chattering away about nonsense.
Okay. And
Make our way
as
to the museum.
we prepare for the group to reconvene, we can take our break. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a few minutes and
Leave meeting.
see see what other
wrong. The wrong one.
Uninstall Zoom.
what other chaos I can inflict on these poor unfortunate souls.
Yes.
Hey, this might come out as total madness, but just wait. I really need to tell you something. 'Cause I feel alone in a room, surrounded by people I wanna know. La belle époque, distant. With you, under streetlights right next to the skyline. With you, yeah. I've been missing for so many of my days. Now you just my makeup believer out of me. 'Cause you look so pretty in the sunrise, and somehow now everything is alright. I feel like every word is so translucent, so real. Oh, won't you tell me how you do it? Now I'm high, got the buzz in the room, surrounded by people I couldn't care, yeah, but nobody but you. Sway with me now, baby, dance, give into the moment. With you, under streetlights right next to the skyline. With you, yeah. I've been missing for so many of my days. Now you just my makeup believer out of me. 'Cause you look so pretty in the sunrise, and somehow now everything is alright.
Mrs. DeMarco answers it. Says, "Oh, Elena, what a pleasant surprise! Are you here for? Roxy's not here if you're looking for her."
She is at work, but she said something about baking cookies for everybody, and I figured it was just easier if I dropped off this recipe, and I don't remember what everybody else said, but I'm assuming they will get recipes to you. Or Roxy will.
Sure, and she'll take the recipe and look over it. And like, oh, this is quite fancy. I didn't know I was going to be making cookies for everyone, but I can get behind that. I do enjoy some bacon. This will be a nice experiment.
Oh, will you need help? I make these every year for Christmas. I can help you.
I always
Whenever.
welcome a set of hands in the kitchen, so I would love to do some baking with you, Elena.
Like as soon as
Also,
she's
I'm not
out.
gonna do that thing where you guys smack each other on the butts. That's not for me.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I think a lot of the guys are gonna make excuses to do that with you.
That will be very unfortunate for them.
Yeah.
That'll be very unfortunate for them.
I think I just made Maria spit take a bit there.
What's that mean? That's like somebody call an ambulance, but not for me.
Choke on my
Somehow
gummy bears.
their beds ended up on the roof of the school, and nobody knows how that happened. Like them and their whole bed are just on the roof of the school.
Every time that Grandpa Les tries to talk to me, I feel the need to leave.
I don't understand that. He's so nice, so insightful. It's like he can
that's-
stare into your soul and just see you. You know?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh. Why not? I like to feel seen.
There's
I
shit
like
in
the
my
sensation
soul
of-
I don't think people should see or want to see.
Oh, okay.
Demons.
It's Jim.
Demons, Jim.
Don't look at them. Those are my private demons.
Those are my emotional support demons, okay?
Stop fighting my demons. We're on the same side.
Well, I mean, first of all, who are you going on a date with?
Cynthia and Elena.
Both of them?
Yeah. Yes.
At the same time?
I
Yes.
was literally about to say.
Yes.
You broke him.
Okay.
It was very awkward. I've never asked anybody out, but I asked them both out and told them that we were all going on the date together. And everybody said yes. And yeah.
Okay, so this is like a girlfriend date thing, right?
What?
You know, but like girls will go off and do their own thing.
No,
sometimes.
no. This is a romantic date. Like, I want to kiss both of them.
And you ask them at the same time?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Right now, Joe is just sitting here thinking to himself, what kind of mad game does this girl have?
You just be so incredibly awkward that they're like, yes, because we have to end this conversation now. You just be so adorable that like people are like, oh, I can't say no. I want her to be sad.
God forbid she's sad.
Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Sometimes life will push you down, make you fall onto the ground. But I know you will turn it around. Oh, this is all we got. And I know you'll make mistakes, get interference and lose your way. Find the light when it rains. Oh, this
With our powers combined,
Yeah,
No,
I'm sure it'll
we
go
can't
fine.
lose. Oh, we laugh.
It'll be
Who
like
has the
Captain
power of
Planet,
heart?
but the opposite.
Let's
I
be
know.
honest. Heart's me.
You've got the power of wolf.
Oh,
Yeah.
space.
Awoo!
Hairspray.
You got wolf, space, hairspray, science.
Science. Fae.
Science and
Glitter.
plants.
Glitter.
Glitter.
Our powers combined, we're a PR disaster.
Yeah.
We form. Captain Hecate, can you bail us out again, please?
Captain Catastrophe.
You're on your own.
She just blocked the jail number at some point.
God.
Never again.
I promise I'll stop touching a coffee maker and making it flavor stuff blue.
What
Just
flavor
bail
is
us
it,
out.
Blue?
What does blue taste like?
Tastes like blue.
Tastes like
Baja Blast. Hello.
That's not blue. That's teal.
Okay,
Generally, what is blue flavor?
so the team can reconvene on top of the museum where Roxy and Watchdog, well, Calamity and Watchdog, you're just Roxy all the time, where Calamity and Watchdog see this sign of past carnage, I guess is the best way to put it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. That's not good. Are you okay, Echo?
No.
I assume Hecate is like hovering nearby.
How can we help?
She was disappeared through some sort of portal. Looks interdimensional. We would need a few different power sets to get it open, and I don't know exactly where she went.
But they also could have come back, so she could be here.
I'll start canvassing the area.
Okay, use the power of your snoot.
Valkyrie will
Activate
direct
Snoot.
watch out to where she lost the scent.
Okay.
And say, it just ends here for me. I don't know if you can pick up anymore.
I'll go ahead and start sniffing around. Couple questions.
Sure.
First of all, there is, of course, the scent of who I do not know at this moment is Sarah.
Mhm.
Am I picking up any other scents from the fight area?
Yes. There's another one.
Anything in specific? Does it smell human, inhuman?
Smells human, but different.
Human but different. And not familiar?
No.
Okay. And then the termination point on the trail. Is that familiar at all?
I mean, it bears similarities to what you experienced before in just like having not being able to smell something and then smelling it again. It has that same sort of property. Like the absence of a smell is not different between those two cases, if that is like what you're trying to get at. Whether
Okay.
it is
Okay.
the exact thing you came into contact with before is hard to say.
Noted. Well, I will go ahead and try sniffing around the area and see if I can't pick up the trail anywhere else.
Okay.
I assume this is assess? Or would this be an unleash?
I mean, you're just sniffing around and looking for a trail. I feel like it's just something you can do.
Okay. I'd do it.
If you're just like going around a couple of blocks, like trying to pick up the sun. Again, this doesn't feel
Yeah.
like anything outside of your normal power set.
Yeah.
So in doing that, you do not catch wind of it again. As far as you can tell, that scent terminates then and there in that spot on the rooftop.
And I'm not picking up anything like in the air. It doesn't seem like they flew off.
No.
Well, sorry to say, but all I'm really picking up is what Valkyrie seemed to pick up. It just stops. Are we sure it's some sort of teleportation?
You got another idea?
No, just, given how much Sylvie, weirds the place out, I would expect, no, something weirder.
Could be teleportation, interdimensional travel. Suppose it could be just a power that stops scent from appearing. That seems weirdly specific, but
Why would he have just done it right here? Why wouldn't he have done it like the whole time?
that's, yeah, what I would think.
Yeah.
Doesn't
seems
seem to
like-
go straight up.
It seems like the fight area's got whoever scent it is.
What does it smell like?
Human? Sorta. Little off.
And
Can you specify how off?
It's kind of hard to describe unless you got,
like off in the sense that people like with different powers smell different, or off in a really weird but new way?
Charlie.
Or off in like how I smell in comparison to humans off? Like, are we talking different species off, power set off, or
it smells
other off?
human. It smells human, but
Yeah, it is. It does not smell off in the way that Sylvie smells off. It's like it smells like a human, but has this weird sort of bitterness to it.
how do I put this? It's bitter, I guess. Like when you bite something that's like not quite ripe, it just kind of
like a leather lemon.
Would not recommend eating those. Can you remember the scent for future reference?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you encountered it again?
Yeah.
Do
Remembering
both of
sense
these
isn't a problem for
scents
me.
stop?
Oh, that's a good
Actually,
question.
yeah, that's a good question. Does the second scent follow the same trail?
Yes.
Oh.
So if
Yeah.
someone was still here, we could just find them.
Calamity, theoretically, between your connection via dreams to other dimensions, easy livings, snap portaling, and my not of this dimensional nature, we could potentially rip this portal open. But
Okay.
I don't know
fun.
what's on the other side.
I'm in.
I love how ride or die Rox is.
It's
All right.
wonderful.
I got you back.
I'm gonna be over here.
Do I feel that meteor anywhere besides in the museum? Oh no, it's not in the museum.
It's
No,
not
Sorry.
a
it's not.
museum.
Besides the remnants.
You do not.
And they all stop here. So there was a portal. Can Roxy just like, she's not very good at assessing the situation, but I'd like to assess the situation.
I guess what sort of information are you trying to get? Like, just in general, what happened here? Specifically about whatever.
I'd like to see if there's
portal
actually
might be.
a portal here.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll do similarly to what Sylvie did earlier in that
I'm just feeling it, and
On
I'm
a
like a mime.
on a hit, like on a 7 to 9, that'll be like your one question, but then on a if you get a 10 plus, you can ask one additional one from the list.
Okay.
Because who needs questions?
We only have answers here.
And this is unleash your powers.
No, this is assess the situation.
Assess. So I roll mundane.
Superior.
Superior.
Superb. I'm great at superior. Amazing. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Mhm.
That makes it sound like everything's gonna go wrong.
I rolled a
Oh,
one.
no, it all went wrong.
There's no assessing for Roxy. She just goes in.
You're just like, there's gotta be something here.
Yeah,
God.
this is it. She's just feeling the air, and it's just like, what is this girl doing?
Given the research that Cynthia did on portals when Elena disappeared, could we make an argument for something with that?
Oh shit! You wanted to read the files earlier, and we
Yeah.
totally blew over that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I kind of assumed that was like a soft no.
No, I got so caught up in Sylvie's other question, and then we were gonna contact the rest of the team. I did not mean to totally ignore that. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, so we can do your reading the files.
And my dice immediately jumped ship. One moment. Okay.
Now your dice are telling you no. I didn't
get
tell you no.
potential
The
for
dice said
failing
no.
horribly, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, sweet potential.
And then my headphones unplugged. Okay. I'm back.
Yay.
I'm full of catastrophes.
It's fine. Oh no.
Okay.
Is that a
Amazing.
good her or a bad her?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 13 total.
Oh, that's a good.
That's a
Nice.
All
Nice.
right.
6 and a 5 plus 2.
So, on a hit, tell the team one important detail you've learned from your studies. The GM will tell you what, if anything, seems different from what you remember on a 10 plus. You get to ask a follow-up question that I must answer honestly.
For the detail, I'm going to say that there is a method of reopening a portal that we have the means to accomplish. Yay or nay?
Feel Sylvie's dresser out here.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to change about that. So you can
All
ask a
right.
follow-up question.
Does the portal go to the Fey realm?
No.
Okay. Interesting.
We're headed to the
I have
Shadow
a question. Do we know that there's a portal here, like a stationary portal that's just closed? And that's the problem.
I don't know. That we...
You do not know if that is the case. You don't know anything for certain about this portal. Just that at the very least one was here.
Can I attempt to use physics? What physics? To rip open a portal in the space-time continuum and fuck the whole world? No, I'm just kidding. No,
And
but
fuck the whole world. Jesus.
do it for Cynthia, you know.
I feel like this entire team is ready to tear a hole in the universe to try and follow Sarah at this point. So
It's ride or die.
God.
Joe still has not been updated on the situation and is just like, exactly what are we doing?
Can she's just try to run really fast at where the portal was. She'll back up and just with all her strength and power, go that way. I'm gonna try to use physics. What physics? To when you unleash your powers to barrel through an insurmountable barrier, roll plus danger instead of freak.
Okay.
That's a very creative use of
Sure.
that ability.
I'm trying.
If this happens, we've officially hit Dragon Ball Z levels of power scaling.
yeah.
Roxy goes Super Saiyan.
Oh my
God,
All right. So
Oh Lord, I'm Krillin.
is a 9.
Could be worse. You could be Yamcha.
Fair.
Unless somebody wants to use the team
Oh.
through their telekinesis to shoot me faster through.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll team you to make you lighter so you go fast.
All right, let's do this.
We are now
So then
a
it's a
team.
10. So it's a full pass.
And Charlie's sitting there like,
Did you just run
That just
into?
Okay.
I mean, if you say nothing happened, because that's fine. I just
I mean, the definition of unleashing your powers is reshaping your environment. So that falls under the definition of ripping some sort of portal open. So I will say that you basically, like, I imagine visually kind of take on the stance of like a sprinter where you get up on your toes and you're
Oh,
running
yeah.
forward, and have a lot of power behind each step thanks to easy living, making your body lighter. Not to the point where it causes any extreme environmental damage, but I imagine some of the roof tiles get some cracks in them, like some little hairline cracks, just from the pressure behind each of your steps.
Mm-hmm.
And you lower your shoulder a little bit and hunch over, and as you come into contact with this area where where Sarah's scent just stops, there is a fracturing of the air in front of you as little beads of light slip through the cracks before it shatters, and you just see a swirling tunnel of purple energy.
I just want to point
Purple?
out this is how Roxy solves her problems. Is she just runs at them full blast. That's it. That's all.
Holy shit!
Did she just?
I think
I opened the door, guys.
Lane
job.
dusts off her hands
Oh,
like she
God.
did something strenuous.
Hey, Easy Living, you wanna
uh,
float my stag up here so we can go through the portal and we have something
Yeah,
that
yeah,
can
I
run
can do
really
that.
fast.
I'll help with that.
She
Sit down.
Perfectly
Sit down before we fall down.
normal day here. I'm
It's
gonna
fine,
float this
sweetie.
stag
Look,
up.
aren't you proud of me, Watchdog? I did it. I opened the door.
what?
I did it. It just runs really fast at it.
She can only do that because it's like there was already a portal there, right?
Potential.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's just like an invisible door that you can't see and feel, right?
Yeah, something's like
In
that.
the broadest
Cynthia
sense.
is
yes.
thinking about her entire physics degree and just metaphysically shaking.
It's
It's fine.
Like half fear, half fascination.
What do I do?
Ah,
in this situation?
good.
It's like,
Should we go?
okay, so we've got the
Yeah,
bike
Yeah, I
up
was about
onto
to
the roof.
say.
Let's all hold hands as we go through the portal so none of us get lost.
We might want to tether ourselves.
Like tie ourselves together.
Yeah. 'cause
Okay.
I don't know about.
Did you have any rope?
No.
I didn't bring any rope.
Are there
I
any
do.
plants around here? Oh, I was about to say I can grow.
Guess
fibrous
Echo has like
plants.
a. utility
I was
belt.
like, I've
Probably
got
have
a
you
bra.
told
That's
about-
the best I can do.
Probably
It's not like
plants in the immediate area.
it's not like thick rope, but it's it can be used to like tie things together.
Mhm. All right, everybody tie your wrists together because you don't want, if there's a lot of force or something, you wouldn't want to get like ripped in half. It's better to lose a hand.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Plus, I think hands regrow.
We haven't tried that, but there's the potential.
Meanwhile, Hecate is just in the background, like,
Oh yeah, I forgot she
Do
was
I really
here.
trust Echo to go with these people?
She's an adult. It's fine.
He's like, what?
What?
I am wondering if I heard some voices earlier in the safe house. I wonder if I heard those at the same time. A portal was ripped open and your friend was.
Oh, yeah, that could have been the voices you was talking about when you
Yeah.
asked me earlier.
So there might be a dog on the other side of this portal.
What is this?
What were the voices saying?
They were talking about something that happened.
Everything will be
right?
okay. Don't worry. And then some kids were looking for a dog named Benny, and they found the dog.
And the dog was okay. That's the
The dog
important
was
part of
okay.
the story.
What?
See, all I wrote was hearing voices. So you were.
I think you were watching.
You might have been on your little communicator call with your friend.
Yeah, and me and Elena was sitting
Which
in
would
the
make
room.
sense because all of that happened at the same time. So maybe that was an indicator there was a portal.
Look, I'm going. Okay.
All right, we're going.
Watchdog existential crisis later. We gotta go.
Do you need me to hold you, Watchdog? Do you need to be carried?
While they're dealing with Watchdog, Cynthia's gonna talk to Hecate. So however you want to split that.
We could just say that everyone converges on Watchdog. The stag is successfully on top of the roof. But Echo can just
I
go
tell it
over
to sit so it doesn't bite Watchdog.
Oh,
Cynthia can go over to or Echo can go over to Hecate while this is happening, but we can do Hecate and Echo's conversation first, and then if there's any like specific things we want to play out with the convincing Watchdog that this is all fine, we can handle that afterwards.
And Echo kind of just goes to her and says, I don't know what's on the other side of that thing, and I'm terrified. What I'm going for here is fireside chat because I'm trying to get any advice.
Portal side chat.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Just like, what do I do here? Please, God, help me.
Pretty much.
Is
Okay.
she gonna know what to do?
That is a 12 because I'm actually rolling good for once.
Okay.
Nice.
That time.
Nice.
You do know that there is the possibility you might not be able to come back, depending on what happens.
I have to try.
I'm with ya. Let's do this.
You're not part of this conversation. You're on the other side of the rooftop.
Okay.
I'd never be able to look. Kind of like glances behind her to see if anybody's listening in. Realizes Watchdog with his hearing might be listening, so it's I'd never be able to look him in the eyes if I didn't try.
I know. And I know you'd never. And I know you'd never be satisfied if you did nothing.
She'd do it for me.
I know. Okay. I have never experienced interdimensional travel myself, so I also can't even begin to estimate what might be on the other side of this thing, but at least from the travel aspect, I wouldn't be surprised if you experience any sort of confusion, discomfort, just general maybe even general amnesia in an extreme case. I would suggest making sure all of you have some sort of a note, something to remind you of who you are, what you are going there for. Have a backup plan in case you get separated and you need to find a way to contact each other. If the portal remains open, that will, in the best case scenario, give you a chance to come back here with as much ease as we could hope for, but if not, what Calamity just did might be a good escape route, but also considering other options would be in your benefit if that doesn't work a second time. Or if going through this portal somehow negates the connection that does exist.
Okay. Takes out a piece of paper. Writes, "You are Echo. Your teammates, or you are Echo. Your teammates are Valkyrie, Easy Living, Calamity, and Watchdog. You are looking for," remembering what Hecate told her, "Perhelia." And then writes a version for everybody.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Is there
And I believe
anything else you'd like to say to her? Because I was gonna say we could resolve the other conversation while you're making these notes, but only if there's nothing else.
Now, just clarifying, I have +1 ongoing for this.
Yes, so on a 10 plus mark potential, if you follow their advice, so you're following her advice, so you can mark potential, and then take +1 ongoing to follow through. So,
Okay.
well, in my mind, follow through on any actions that you take that aligns with this advice you were given.
Okay, that works for me.
So will most likely hold over until you're back in a situation where I'd guess when you're back in this world.
Okay. She's going to write up the notes, and then for when the conversation with Watchdog resolves, she's going to have them all write the note in their own handwriting, or their own note in their own handwriting.
Okay. What does Watchdog need convincing in this situation? Like, what is going on?
He sure as hell does not want to go through that.
Watchdog, it's perfectly safe.
You shoulder checked a hole in space.
They're going to need your help finding.
And also probably
Echo's
time.
friend. Oh, no.
Watchdog,
Oh.
we have limited time. We don't know how long this portal is going to remain open.
And you're the best at
And-
finding other people.
Quite frankly, what Easy Living is saying is true. You have far better sense than I do. We typically use hounds in the hunt and don't do it ourselves. Furthermore, this individual that we're seeking doesn't have much time if she is not stabilized.
Are you a hero or a coward? I know that you're a hero, and you would never want to let somebody die because that's kind of like just killing them. And we already said we don't murder, so.
All right, that
You-
Did she
sounds
say
like it
that?
provoke someone.
Yeah. Yep.
Jeez.
Okay, so are you just trying to convince him to go through that portal?
Yeah, she's trying to like make him wolf up. I don't know.
Okay. All right, wolf up and go through the portal. So go ahead and
Yep.
roll with superior.
Superior?
Yes.
So it would have been a 10, but because it's superior, it is an 8.
Alrighty, so you can choose that if he does it, you either add a team to the pool, or if he doesn't do it, he marks a condition.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Which one?
Oh, if
You
he-
pick which option will get.
Oh, if he doesn't do it, he marks a condition.
Okay. How do you react to this watchdog?
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, but you're brave and we're better together. And we'll be okay as long as we're together because we're all best friends.
Glance at Sylvie. Yeah, sure.
What?
Jeez.
Like it or not, Watchdog, I'm on your side.
You're our werewolf. one of us. One of us. It's not a cult.
No, not at all.
Hashtag totally not a cult.
Not a cult. Definitely not.
If something happens, I told y'all so.
Okay. You go
That's
through that
fine. You
portal.
can tell
I
me you told me so.
promise I won't glitter your new outfit for at least 2 months.
That's a long time. That's like
There are
60 whole
backups,
days.
so it's fine. You can have a glitter version. You can have a not glitter version. You can have a sequined version. There is a silvery disco version that I saw, but that's
We
Roxy.
haven't hit the 70s yet.
Enough.
Roxy just starts walking towards the portal. Like, all right, I'm going.
feel
And
like
you'll never be able to forgive yourself if I go in there and die because you weren't there to help me.
thought we had
Fine.
some tubular bells going on for a second.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a bad idea. He'll stand up and
And
start.
it's gonna be an adventure.
Yeah, sure.
She just holds out her hand for him to hold her hand to go through the portal.
He does not take it.
All right. He doesn't have to. She's just making the offer. If he's scared, they can hold hands.
In fact, if you were trying to like make physical contact with him, he is specifically avoiding you now.
All right. What do you think? I'm gonna open the portal in you?
I'll open your portal.
I repeat, you shoulder checked reality.
I mean, when you put it that way, it does seem pretty badass. You want me to go first?
Sure.
Roxy just jumps through the portal.
Oh,
Roxy
God.
jumps through the portal right as Echo looks up and is like, no.
And notes. Oh, yep.
And Roxy's gone.
Is the portal still open?
Mhm. Starting to
Watchdog
spark a
standing
little
there
bit.
just like bracing himself.
It's like, this bitch is crazy.
Sylvia will whistle for the bike to come over.
Oh my god.
Echo, you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Lena's copying
gonna-
her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sylvie will like glitter engrave it on her arm right now
Oh my god.
in face script.
Oh my God. I love
yeah,
it.
Elena's is
I
in
love
German.
it though. Amazing.
Bryce will jot down his card and sort of stick it into his shirt.
Just in case she transforms, it'll stay on her arm.
Cynthia tucks away the Calamity version and puts her own in a different. Puts the Calamity version somewhere not easily accessible, and then puts hers in somewhere she can reach it easily.
Okay.
Let's go.
Here we go.
She's
Also,
she's gonna very quickly hug Hecate before she goes in.
Aw,
Hecate
bye, Mom.
just like has her arms to the side a little bit at first, but does reciprocate and squeezes you a little tightly.
Aww.
Aww.
Sylvie writes, "This is yours in Faye" on the stag's flank, like a cutie mark, basically.
Glitter.
Oh my god. I love
This is
it.
your pet.
I kind of feel like
She's
kinda feel like
debating
Watchdog
writing.
just like slides into the portal, like scooching step by step, like afraid to touch it. At some point, is it just like suck
Pretty
him
much,
away?
yeah. There's like a flash of purple light, and you're just gone.
Sylvia will get on the stag, seeing as there are 2 people through the portal now, And before she leaves, she'll say, or look at Hecate and she'll be like, I'll be back and I'll show you what blue tastes like, and then go through the portal.
What the fuck?
She just mumbled,
Is that
"Please,
a threat?
please don't. I don't want to know. I don't want to know."
Elena will grab Echo's hand and start walking towards the portal.
Echo will go along with that and follow her in.
The two of you disappear in a flash of purple light, and as the audience sees Hecate is left standing alone on this rooftop, the edges of the portal start to shimmer and crackle with purple energy before it cinches closed and disappears.
Well,
And
trapped
probably fine.
in the Fey realm
Hecate
forever.
just sighs a little bit and then turns and runs off to the next rooftop. So, for all of you are blinded for a bit by this purple energy. Little sparks of energy are coming off the walls of this purple tunnel that you're going through, and I imagine that some of you who first went in are trying to look around and catch sight of each other, but you don't see each other. Initially, Elena and Cynthia do maintain their grip on each other's hands and are aware of each other's presence, but eventually there is a moment where you feel you're being pulled in different directions and your grip on each other loosens before you're yanked apart. And finally, for all of you, everything goes dark. Probably momentarily before it does, Watchdog, you feel the grip of little hands on your shirt.
Boots. A tiny stalker.
I kind of feel like Watchdog just kind of like holds her close because he's just like, I have no clue what is going on.
Just like, I imagine it's like your shoulder, so you just like reach over and are like grab her.
She's like,
Okay, but
Roxy's just spinning around going, woo!
oh my God.
That's on check, but eventually there's this, for each of you, this final flash of purple light before it all goes dark. So let's see. You've done, thank you, honestly, because you've done some of the hard work for me, so I appreciate this. Let's start with
terrifying.
Let's start with Joe.
Oh no.
Okay.
Very, very slowly, you find. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna shift some music here. Here. Very slowly. You feel your senses coming back to you. And slowly blink your eyes open and can see above you there is a ceiling fan that's just like lazily spinning, and there's sunshine coming in between the slats of blinds on your window. And what's your sort of immediate initial reaction?
Is this what purgatory looks like?
Damn these
It's just my
women.
dorm room. I'm in college forever.
It's do you sit up and look around?
Yeah. Like snap upright as soon as I have like the functionality to do so.
Okay. Could you give me a brief description of what Joe's childhood bedroom looked like?
Oh, shit!
Ta-da!
Whoops, I opened the wrong portal. This was the time portal.
We needed the space portal, damn it.
Okay. Damn. All right. Well. Immediately it is exceptionally cowboy and western themed.
I love it.
Lots of plush toys and action figures just like strewn all over the place. There's a toy chest that's ostensibly supposed to hold them all, but is instead filled with just like rocks that he's found and liked and just
Yes.
collected. There's I don't know if this was created by this point. But for the sake of helping set the scene, there's a flag of the Navajo Nation hung on the wall. And it's probably like more of like a pseudo clay construction almost to like the walls. And naturally it's painted with like murals of like cowboys and stagecoach chase and whatever. And is he like laying on his childhood bed?
No. There's actually a stark moment of reality slamming together, because at first this is what you picture so clearly in your mind and you expect to see, but as you sort of come to it, those images of toys and the murals on the wall fade from your vision, and the walls are now a solid color. The toys are missing. You still see Sheriff Mickey sitting on your dresser, and I'll say the box, the chest full of rocks is still there, just something you haven't been able to part with, but added to the areas where the toys used to be are now like sports equipment. Like there's a football there's a baseball bat and a glove, there's a soccer ball. You can see framed on one of the walls is a football jersey with the number 9 on it, that's just framed on the wall and has your last name on it and a bunch of signatures from other people, names of people you don't recognize. And also added to the walls surrounding the flag of the Navajo Nation are pictures of sports teams.
What the hell? Is like the door still there?
The door to the bedroom?
Yeah, like
Mhm.
the door
It's
ostensibly
shut,
out.
but there is your bedroom has a door.
Sort of like look closer at the pictures.
You can find yourself in them.
But I've got like no memory of these pictures.
Nope.
The
So
hell?
as you're looking over them, there is a soft knock on the door.
Like spins in place, just like slightly freaking out.
You hear a voice from the other side. It says, "Joe, time to get up. It's getting pretty late." And you recognize Tallulah's voice. And a few moments later, she opens the door a crack, kind of like trying to peek in and see if you're still sleeping.
Question, am I still his watchdog?
No.
No?
No.
How am I dressed?
You're wearing pajamas.
Am I currently as Joe?
Mm-hmm. And then Tallulah gets this door open and says, "Oh, you're up. Breakfast is ready if you want to join us in the kitchen."
Okay. I'll be there in a minute.
Are you okay?
Mom, where are we?
She frowns a little bit. We're home. Are you? Maybe you should sit down for a minute, Joe.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
I I don't know. Are we in Arizona?
Of course.
But I thought you said we never go back there.
What are you talking about, Joe?
Dad, the divorce. Who? Scorpio.
What's this about your father and a divorce? And she, I think, as you're just sort of sitting there in shock, turns over her shoulder and says, "Dear, can you come in here for a minute?" And you hear a voice call back, "Sure, hon." And you hear footsteps approach before seconds later, and through the bedroom door walks Eugene.
Dad?
Is everything all right, son?
I don't know. Joe kind of like stands up and like comes over and just like shakily rests a hand on his shoulder to make sure he's actually there.
His presence is solid. I think seeing you like a little shaky places his hands on each of your shoulders. I'd say probably since you are so tall at this point, you have like an inch or two on him. Is everything okay, Joe?
Uh, um, I check their hands. Are they both wearing wedding rings?
Yes.
Everything's everything's fine. I I'm sorry. I think I just had a bad dream. Sorry.
I think at that, Tallulah also places a hand on your arm and says, "Oh, Joe, it'll be okay." And I think she pulls on Eugene's arm and they both wrap you in a hug and stand there for a moment. Tallulah rubbing her hand up and down your back.
Joe reciprocates the hug with just a tight squeeze.
And muffled, sort of muffled against your shirt, Tallulah says, "Why don't we go have some breakfast?"
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah. Yeah, breakfast. Breakfast sounds great.
And they'll lead you back to the kitchen where the table is already set, and Eugene takes the spot he'd been sitting in, picks up the newspaper once again, and begins sipping at his coffee.
Joe still isn't quite certain what's going on, but he'll start eating breakfast.
Okay. And we'll leave you there for the moment. Cynthia. What did Cynthia's room look like in her parents' house? You're muted.
Thank you for telling me. I did not remember that. It was pretty big, very pink. Kind of king-size bed that is unnecessary for a child, but has like the whole four-poster pinker drapery shit, pink walls. Large windows, open curtains. Nice furniture. No toys.
Okay. What is Cynthia's favorite color?
I'm probably gonna go with purple.
Okay, that tracks.
Yeah, that's what she went with.
So you open
But
your
like
eyes.
kind of like a dark purple.
Like a violet-ish.
I'm gonna be honest, I cannot bring to mind what violet actually looks like. It's like
Or we could say like the background, the darker purple in your echo symbol.
yeah, violet works for this.
Okay, violet.
Yeah.
So you start to come to consciousness and feel this fluffy mattress underneath you, and open your eyes and initially see pink curtains draping from the corners of your four-poster bed, and sit up and look around and see the image of your childhood room, which then once again we have that little bit of reconciling realities as your vision changes, and you can see that the curtains and the walls are instead painted a violet color. There is a bookshelf in one corner just filled to the brim with anything and everything Cynthia might like to read. There are definitely some science books on there. There's a small sort of lab table pushed up against one of the windows that has a more advanced version of like a home chemistry kit, and another sort of like workbench with a lot of like tools and stuff for any personal tinkering you might want to do.
she's kind of like looks around suspiciously. Okay. Just since I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask anyways. Is she still dressed as Echo?
No, you are in whatever Cynthia would deem to be in comfortable pajamas, of like suited to your own taste.
Probably tank top and sweats or something.
The ideal choice.
Yeah. Okay, she kind of sits up. Does she remember what happened up to this point?
Yes, you remember Sarah disappearing, Calamity opening a portal from nothing and jumping through the portal. You remember you went in with Easy Living and then got separated, and then there was just a flash of light and darkness. So it doesn't feel like there's any missing time in there, but it's a little difficult to be sure.
Okay, not amnesia. Looks down, realizes she's not wearing her suit. Shit. Okay. She's gonna get out of bed and we're gonna look out the window to see if there's anything out there.
It looks like the land that the house was built on. I'm imagining they have a bit of a yard, or are you imagining something more like downtown?
Cynthia's parents' house is kind of on the outskirts in the mansion-y area of the
Okay.
New Ridge.
Okay.
There's like a very well manicured lawn, landscaped garden kind of shit.
Okay. That's also what I was sort of picturing, and the outside view is essentially unchanged from the last
Okay.
time that you were at the house.
Okay. It's worth mentioning that Cynthia's room, back in reality, is still the same as her childhood room. It was not changed from her growing up.
Okay.
So seeing it being purple and also a little sciencey is she's kind of like looking around a bit suspiciously, has her back not to any windows or doors if she can help it.
I imagine maybe like briefly you had your back to the door when you were just looking out the window, but there's
Yeah.
After observing, you can probably get up against a wall so you can have a view of the entire room, of all entrances and exits.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go over to like the workbench area and see what kind of thing is on that.
It it looks like some sort of disassembled alarm clock.
Okay. It's weird as fuck. Okay, so being in pajamas, what she's going to do is she's going to search around for more practical clothing. A uniform if she can find it. Probably not, but we're going to look.
No Echo uniforms. The closet is full of clothes that fit and are mostly to your taste. Like there's like jeans and dress pants.
Just to clarify, Echo is the same age as she was when she went in the portal.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's not like child her or anything.
Nope.
Okay. We're gonna put on jeans and a shirt, keeping it practical.
Okay.
And we're gonna go check the hallway.
Okay. You open the door and the hallway's empty. There's no one initially there. So would you say that Cynthia's room is near the back of the house, or where
I'd say
roughly
sure.
do you picture? Okay.
Yeah,
So
overlooking like the backyard, yard in air quotes.
okay.
It's a kind of a sprawling garden-y shit
Yeah.
thing.
I think it's fairly quiet back here right now.
All right. She's gonna do what she normally does when she wants to get out of her house, or what she used to do when she lived here and wanted to get out of the house without seeing her parents. She's going to take the servants' passageway.
Okay. I'd say in doing so, you probably run into one of the maybe a maid or a housekeeper of some form, and she looks at you a little quizzically and says, "Miss Evans, is everything all right?"
Is she anyone I recognize?
I'd say so. We'll say Her name is Maggie. Maggie the maid.
Okay. She'll say, thinking quickly. Yeah, everything's fine, Maggie. I'm just running late.
Oh, we could have a car brought around for you. I'm sure that'll be a little more efficient. Do you want any breakfast to go?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right.
She's kind of moving past.
Runs away before this conversation can continue.
That is her normal MO when getting out of this house.
Okay. You can I mean, Maggie's not in a position to really like try and stop you by force, so she's just like, okay,
It's
bye.
like, all right. I'm not bad enough for this.
But you can get out, I guess. Does it just go out to a side entrance around the side of the building, or does it head into the garage or somewhere else?
I think that the passageway she took is probably goes and ends up in the kitchen, and then she was going to take the door from the kitchen outside. Okay. Morning routine when escaping the house. Stop by the kitchen, steal something, leave.
Okay.
Well, steal. But
alleviate
pops
the
out in the kitchen.
Extras.
Yeah. Aiming to just grab like an apple or something and head out.
Okay, I think as you do the similar situations, a couple of the cooks are just like, "What are you doing here? Wait!" And then you just like grab your apple and run, and can easily outpace them because they're just like a little bewildered at what is going on right now.
Cynthia, as she's going, is clocking this, and the unfamiliarity with what she's doing, which is odd to her. And given that and the room and the suspicious nature with which she entered this endeavor, she's keeping an eye out for inconsistencies. Trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Okay. At least in the house, mostly everything has the same appearance. The big major differences that you've noticed so far are the room you woke up in, as well as some of the behaviors of the staff that you have briefly interacted with. But on like overall on a larger scale, everything seems similar or to match your expectations.
As she's crossing the lawn or what have you, she's kind of muttering to herself, alternate reality, weird fucking visions, fucking she's gonna make her way to the garage, because normally in what she recognizes as reality, she keeps a motorcycle in there. So she's gonna see if there's anything there like that.
There is not a motorcycle, but there is a car.
Is it a car she recognizes as one of her parents' cars?
No.
Okay. Is it the kind of car that she would drive?
Possibly. It's a little more modest.
Okay. We're not in the mood for potentially stealing a car, I don't think. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Playing it safe for the moment.
Low profile? What? No. Do some Grand Theft Auto.
Fucking Tokyo drifts out.
Deja vu.
Oh my god. But no, so she's gonna head out walking.
Oh, okay. Just gonna hit the sidewalk the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anywhere in particular you'd like to go?
I'm gonna go to the museum that Sarah works at, just in case there's some sort of like resonance with a reality question mark.
Okay. You head to that museum, and is the building structure appears the same. But I'd imagine you've been here a few times at least. And
Semi-regularly, at least.
yeah. So you have a pretty good bead on the typical art pieces that are displayed here. And almost immediately you can notice that there are different paintings. They're not all different. Some of them are the same, but other paintings are different.
Okay.
And it's not like they're rearranged. They're just different paintings.
So it's not like we currently are exhibiting these temporarily. It's like these are like legit the paintings that are normally supposed to be here.
Yes.
Okay. Just gonna have a look around.
Okay. Everything else seems normal. You recognize a few of the museum staff. Don't catch any sign of Sarah, though. If you're expecting her to be here.
I want to see if I can find a staff directory.
I don't know if they'd have those on public display, but given
That's
your
fair.
training, I feel like it'd probably be pretty easy to find an information desk or an important desk and pilfer one without being seen, since
Okay.
you sneak around pretty regularly if you'd want to do that.
I'm gonna say that's the goal. Find a staff directory, look up Sarah Crawford.
You don't find any record of her.
Shit. We're gonna hightail it out of there.
Okay. And as you run,
Well, not running, but like
as you make your exit,
it's like time to be elsewhere.
Yeah. Elena. You are awoken by the smell of potatoes and bacon, probably some biscuits as well. And as you sort of come to consciousness, you find yourself in a nicer room. It's not as fancy as what you have at the small estate. But you can see that, well, I guess if you were given free reign to decorate a room to how you would like it, what would you expect to see?
It depends on what country she is currently in.
America.
Then her current bedroom, which she's very happy with, has like one of those plush headboards that's got like the blue velvet. She's got a matching blanket set in the same shade with a nice little vanity.
Okay.
A cat. A couple of replica toys that she has managed to find from before the war. A few paintings on the wall, just kind of like of whatever. She's never really paid too much attention to them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, in true cat fashion, you are awoken by a cat.
It's you. You're the cat.
And you see this room around you. I imagine the toys are very much just on display rather than something to play with. There's
on a bookshelf.
Yeah. You've got some books, I imagine, in both English and German. Maybe a telescope in the corner by the window. But you smell good food cooking.
Do I remember going through the portal?
You do.
This might not be real. But I am hungry. I'll go investigate the food.
All right. right. You head downstairs to the first floor of this house, following the smell, and head into the kitchen, and you see, standing at the stove, is your mother, cooking away. And seated at the table is a man you've never seen before.
Hmm.
He's reading a book in German.
This is incorrect. Guten Morgen. Was ist für breakfast?
God, can I do an Eastern European accent?
Vaguely Eastern European.
Oh. Just the usual. Nope, that's no. No.
Am I Swedish now?
Just the usual. No. Yeah, I'm just not gonna try. I'm not gonna do it. You have potatoes and bacon, eggs, and biscuits. Would you like some tea?
Yeah, please. Just sit at the table, not next to the man, but like a chair away or on the other side.
I'd say it's probably just a 4-person table, so you can sit on the opposite side from him. And there's actually a teapot and everything on the table, and he sets down his book and pours you a cup of tea and fixes it exactly the way you like it if you take sugar or milk. Without even you having to tell him what you want.
It's not Bertram.
No, it's not Bertram. If it was Bertram, I would have said, "You seen Bertram?" The cat is named Bertram. The cat is Bertram.
And he was just reading a book. He wasn't reading a newspaper or anything.
Right. A book that you can clearly see is in German.
Yeah. Okay. Just quietly sip her tea and think about what to do next.
Okay. Your mother finishes breakfast and will load everything on plates and bring it over to the table and sit down and start spooning things onto everyone's plates, dividing it up so you can have breakfast. And puts down a little saucer of milk for the cat.
Just eating and making very vague, casual chit chat.
Okay.
Oh, did you see the stars last night? They were wonderful.
And at this, the man pipes up and says, "Oh, yes, the weather was excellent. Not too many clouds. It was a very clear view. I think if this keeps up tonight, we can go to the larger telescope at the observatory and get a good look at the systems in the sky if you're interested."
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, it's fairly peaceful unless you would like to ask more questions or try and gather more information.
No, I mean, she knows it's not real. It's a nice fantasy to want to buy into, but just wrote down notes on the card. Oh, I'm not in my Echo costume. Do I still have that card?
You do not.
Oh, shit. That's a problem. Yeah, after breakfast, excuse yourself, go back to her room and look for the card and look for her necklace.
You search everywhere in the room and you cannot find the card or your necklace.
Write a new card.
Okay. You just write the same thing as what was on it before?
Yep, my name, all in German. My name is Elena Dietrich Howell. She underlines Howell. My friends, my team is, and then she writes their team names. Draws a heart on Roxy or Calamity and Echo, and then another one on Valkyrie, even though she wasn't on the date, but she was. And then like a smiley face and the O in Watchdog. Just draws little ears on it.
That's adorable.
Okay.
Change clothes and go out for the day.
Okay. You can certainly do that.
Am I in Halcyon City?
You are.
Okay.
You are on in the suburbs surrounding it, so you are not downtown.
Might need a ride.
Let's see.
She's gonna go to the DeMarco. She probably doesn't know or care where the Evans lives, so she's gonna go to the DeMarcos.
Okay. Well, you can get started in that direction. Meanwhile, we'll do, since you're headed in that way, we can in case there's any sort of last conversation, we'll get to Roxy
say bye.
last. Okay. Yeah, they don't have any
It'd be
concern
the
with you
same.
like heading out for the day, but Sylvie,
Mm-hmm.
you are dreaming. And you feel a faint breeze on your face and definitely the warmth of sunshine. And there is a voice next to you. Wake up. Come on, wake up. And you can tell that, well, there's a strange pause before each wake up. And you can tell that your name is being called, but you can't hear what it is.
Oh, interesting.
She's breaking the system.
I guess
Not a part of our
Sylvie,
system.
Yeah, no. Sylvie will, I guess, if she can consciously open her eyes, she will.
You can. And you sit up and look around, and you're in a green field that is like a sprawling field that is filled with beautiful flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see off in the distance that there are mountains and even a large lake between them. And looking over next to you is a girl. She has blonde hair that is tied back in a braid that wraps into a bun. And she's wearing a long blue, sort of plain dress.
Okay.
And then you hear in the distance another voice calling to you. And she says, she calls out for someone named Freya. And then
Oh no. Oh
someone,
no.
and then someone else. And you can tell it's your name, but you can't hear it. And Freya looks over like, excited at you and says, race you back. And then she gets up and takes off across the field, laughing as she moves through these flowers.
As this happens, can I look around? Is my stag anywhere, first and foremost?
No. No
What
stag.
am I wearing?
You are also wearing a dress. Yours is green, also quite plain, but very simplistic.
I guess I'll follow. I'm not going to be first as of this moment, but I am missing stuff that is important and I want to know. Also, is my note, because it was in my, like, it was on my skin, is it still there?
It is not on your skin.
Not liking this. One other thing. Can I reach out to the plants by me and just try and get them to respond to me?
You focus your energy on them, on all the flowers and grass surrounding you, but do not feel any connection to them.
No.
And as you follow Freya, not trying to be first, as you continue moving through this field, you start to feel weighed down, like your body is heavy. And as you're watching this image around you, the color starts to drain from it, and it begins to dissipate, and you wake up. And you see that you are in a room that you have never seen before. It has a bed in the center of it. There is a nice desk and a bookshelf that has lots of books. There's a table against the window that is covered with plants. And a few nice nature paintings on the wall. And a cat.
Why is there a cat here? Well, this is very much not my space.
Nope.
It's not my room.
Nope.
I still don't see anything that I was looking for, let alone my team. Oh, can I shift into the black and white mode to try and see if I could see Easy Living's tether?
Ooh. You try to do so, and it's doesn't happen immediately at first, and then as you focus a little bit more, you're able to do it, get that view for a moment before it flickers and returns to normal. And you refocus to try and see it again, and it's a similar reaction where it lasts a little bit longer this time, but doesn't stick.
Okay, I'm gonna keep on trying that, and I'm gonna look for an exit.
Okay.
To this room.
There's a door. Yep.
I will go out the door.
You find yourself you can see you're at the end of the hallway, and there is a set of stairs at the start of the hallway leading downwards. So you're presumably on the second floor of a house.
And this building is not familiar at all.
No. It is definitely not the small estate.
Okay. I'm gonna keep on trying to go for the nearest door because I'm not liking this.
Are you just gonna open all the doors in this hallway? Or are you just gonna
I mean I'm trying to beeline for outside.
Okay.
Which would mean down.
Okay. You head to the end of the hallway and go downstairs, and as you do so, sort of drawn by the movement, a small yellow lab comes around the corner at the bottom of the stairs and looks up at you and is like panting and wagging its tail. So you obviously seem familiar to it, but then you also hear in the other room there's like a radio going. You can probably also smell breakfast cooking. But you heading down these
Sylvie's
stairs,
not going for food.
You see
she's a fae. She knows this. You don't eat the food.
Door, so you can.
Yeah. No, she's making it towards the front door and trying to follow see if she can find the tether at all in the brief glimpses she has of this when she utilizes her power before it fades.
You see you do get a glimpse of a tether, but it takes you a few tries before you realize it's coming from you.
Oh no. Can I follow my tether and try and figure out where it's going?
You can certainly try. It's similar to the appearance of when you originally first found this with Elena. It does seem to fade off in the distance. So as you keep following it, it keeps extending.
Okay. And I don't know how to break through at all, so that's not good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I know it's there though.
Well, we can give you time to think on that.
Yeah, give me time to think of that and
because there's a lot
possibly
going on
go
here.
to Calamity. Yeah.
Roxy, you hear the typical Saturday morning chaos of the DeMarco family. What did Roxy's childhood room look like? Well, I guess she still lived at the house like pretty consistently growing up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is her
changed
room?
over the years?
What does her current room look like?
So the room currently has a twin bed with a comforter on it that is black with like little skulls on it. Like the curtains also have skulls on them. There's like some motorcycle posters on the wall and like some car posters on the wall. There are clothes that are just like kind of spattered all over the floor of the room. There's a desk, but there's car parts on it, so like it's not like being used for studying unless you count studying engines. There's a couple like car magazines in there, and there's like a full-length mirror on the door. Or I don't know if they had those then. It might just be standing up in the corner. And like there's like a plush red like recliner chair in the room too.
Okay.
And otherwise it's just pretty basic. It's not like
okay.
It's not fancy pantsy. It's just a very Roxy space.
So you sit up and look around, and once again we have that meshing of two realities where the comforter and the curtains still have skulls on them, but the posters on the wall morph into sports posters. There is baseball, and there is a poster for a women's rugby team, and the car parts on the desk disappear and are instead replaced with textbooks. This
is purgatory. Mm-hmm.
There's still that full-length mirror and various clothes kind of strewn about in a messy fashion, but you can see that there is some polos and some caps hanging in the closet that have the Siegel University logo on them.
She checks to make sure she hasn't turned into Joe.
You are still Roxy.
She like checks her hair. Yeah.
You are still Roxy.
All right. Well, that's good. I didn't want to be like transported into his body. That'd be weird. All right. She's just like, how did I get here? And why is it different? This is weird. Okay. What is she wearing? She's just wearing her like PJs.
Yep.
Like she would just be wearing like they're like skull boxers and a skull tank top.
Yeah.
She just goes to change the shorts to like some cutoff shorts and put some sneakers on. And like braids her hair very like haphazardly, like
Okay.
so that she's somewhat presentable. And then she just opens her door like slowly to look out.
I imagine you're sort of at the end of the hallway where all these bedrooms are, but you can definitely hear there's a radio going in the living room. There's just the chatter of a lot of the DeMarco family. You can hear your dad, you can hear your mom, you can hear Tony. Uncle Polly is definitely in there, a few of the other uncles as well. And the mood is very light. You definitely smell some like sausage links and bacon cooking.
Okay, so she is gonna creep down the stairs. And she's just looking around. It's so weird. I think I opened the wrong door.
Take me back, Jack. Wrong door, wrong door. About.
Like, as nice it is to visit family, and we don't really got time for this. So she's just gonna try to beeline out the front door to. Oh, I guess she's looking for her motorcycle keys.
You try and find your keys where they'd normally be, and you cannot find them.
The car keys?
Nope.
Shit. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go for a run. And she just like beelines out the door because
Okay.
she thinks that anything that's in there is just going to distract her from what she needs to be doing.
I imagine the living room to the front door is a pretty open space, so when you come down the stairs you have to pass like anyone in the living room would probably have a visual, but you can still like run past.
Yeah.
You just know that if anyone's in there they will most likely notice you.
She just says, "Sorry, I'm late," and then runs out the door.
You run out the door. Like, I'd say it's probably Tony's voice. He's just like, late for what?
You know, practice. Gotta go.
Okay. And you can get outside. And I'd say probably at this point is when Elena, you're like walking down the street, and just in the distance, bolting out of the DeMarco house is Roxy.
This isn't real.
I don't think so. I think I opened the wrong door. I don't really know what I'm doing with this whole like space-time continuum.
Well,
we gotta find the others. We gotta find the others.
I am hoping Echo is at home.
Let's find a phone book. We gotta find let's go to the penthouse.
Oh, the penthouse has been there. I don't know where Valkyrie could possibly be, because she's not from here. So
Shit.
And
Shit.
I don't know if Watchdog is from Halcyon. I'm not from Halcyon, and I am
Oh
here.
no, I'm pretty sure he's from Arizona.
So, well, maybe he's here, because I'm not from here, and I'm here.
I'm pretty sure that's what Tony said when they moved to town, when they became friends or whatever. I'm pretty sure he said that they're from Arizona. That's oh no. Okay. Phone books. Let's look for phone books.
Yeah, we'll find a phone
We can
booth and
call people
pull it
if
through
we
the
find a
book.
phone.
Telephonesis. Why didn't I think of it before?
Why don't we have the telephonesis? You know what would be a good power right now? Telephonesis.
Cast. I want to cast sending. Easiest person to look up would be Cynthia Evans. So
Yep.
That's where we will start.
I can't even spell Sylvie's name.
I don't think it has any Latin characters. So-
Well, I mean, even like her, what is it, Norwegian, Swedish, something.
It's
I can't even spell that one. To be honest with you. So let's find Cynthia, because she might know what to do, maybe.
Do you have any change? I can ring her on the find her. Oh, should we go to her house or should we call her?
She checks her pockets for change.
Probably come up with a couple of coins.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think, God, how do phone books work? I believe it was only the people who actually took out the phone line who would be listed. So you would find, you would find John Evans in the phone book.
Let's call Johnny.
Elena will do the little
The rotary phone?
50. It's 50. It's rotary. Do the little rotary.
You you get put through to the operator and they will put you through to the
operator
Evans household, and the phone rings a couple times before it's answered, and this woman is on the end of the line and says, Evans residence, how may I take your call?
Guten Tag, I'm calling for Cynthia Evans. We go to school together. I have a question on some schoolwork. My name is Elena Dietrich Howell.
Cynthia is not currently at home, but if you have a message you would like me to pass along, I can have her call you back when she returns.
Just tell her
Meet us at the junkyard.
And Roxy are no, I'm not doing that. That's weird. Just call us back at the DeMarco residence whenever she can.
I'll pass that along.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Where would
hang
she
up.
go? She's not home.
All right. Well, should we just go back to my house and just like wait for her to call? And maybe we could look in the phone. Wait, phone books are only local, so I can't like look in the Arizona handbook, right?
Nope.
Where her friend was taken. Maybe we go to the museum and see if she's there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't know where her friend works.
Are we sure that any of this is real?
Nope.
Do you have powers here?
Did not check.
I
have my notes.
Try to lift me just a little, like a couple inches off the ground. Just see.
She'll stay in the phone booth and try and levitate.
You can feel Roxy's presence and weight, and I'm trying to focus in on that to lift her off the ground, but I can only manage to make Roxy feel a fraction lighter. You aren't able to lift her like you normally do.
Is there something heavy nearby that Roxy can attempt to just lift off the ground a couple inches?
There's probably a car.
Yeah, she just picks up like she grabs the bumper of a car and attempts to like pick up like just a couple inches just to see if she can do it, you know? That's not a normal human ability, so
you grab the bumper and it's just like and are not able to lift the end of this car.
Yeah, none of this is real. This is all an illusion. What if we just try really hard to disbelieve that this reality is like, just like close our eyes and be like, this is not real. Show me what's real.
Her friend was getting a space rock.
Can a space rock make us trip balls?
I don't think so. But then why would somebody take them here?
Well, maybe because they want to make our lives all like happy and whatever. So then like, and make us think that we don't have powers. So then we won't try to stop them. And this is probably just like an alternate reality where like they make us think that we're normal and like we never like, and we're probably like in a trance or something somewhere.
No, I think we're actually here. I mean, we all went through the portal, but why? Something must not be right for somebody here to take that rock. And I don't know what the rock does. But before it was at the museum. So maybe we'd go look for the real rock at the museum.
All right, let's go to the museum.
Because Echo might be there. I don't know how we're going to get to Arizona.
I can hotwire a car.
First we have to find Cynthia. Because I think that's a very good idea, and she might not think that's a very good idea. We need at least ein voice of reason. How are we going to get to Sylvie?
I love that Roxy and Elena were the first two to meet up.
We're like,
Do we
we're
punch another
unsupervised, and shit's about to go down.
Brain cell.
Rip a hole, another hole? Well, if you can't rip a car, you can't
we rip
rip
a hole inside the hole in space and time because what could
Before we
possibly
go,
go wrong?
I'm gonna have Roxy write out the same little
Okay.
Rewrite the note.
bits. Yeah.
You can do
Name, team, and why we're here.
We gotta save Echo's friend that's bleeding. That's why we're here.
That too.
That's important. And we can't really spend time in this dawdly, whatever weird reality thing that we're in.
Cool.
We really just gotta like go and
Norman
stay
Rockville.
focused. We gotta find the rock man. Yeah, that's it.
This is
So-
a museum.
I guess we're walking to the museum.
Okay. You can start heading over to the museum on 21st Street that you remember being at not so long ago, and I think that's a good place to wrap things up for tonight.
How are we gonna get to
My
Arizona?
God.
Damn.
I have been waiting.
Oh.
Man, good thing we're taking self-defense class in college. Oh, wait. The semester hasn't started yet.
It started, didn't it?
Yeah, it's hard.
No. Oh, wait.
Meanwhile, Cynthia's like,
It's like
remember your
just-
training.
Started.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sylvia's just
your
like,
training.
I will kill a man if I have to. It's fine.
That's accurate.
I don't know where the hell Sylvie might be. You're in like pure limbo.
Not Earth.
There's a lot of things that I'm questioning about where Sylvie is and if she is able to reach you guys right now.
Well,
Space between reality.
I also
With-
don't like that precursor dream.
I'm so excited. Oh,
That scared me more than the room I didn't recognize, I'll be fully honest.
Oh, they have operators. We could just call the operator and ask them for the Hatathli residence.
oh my god, you know how much a long distance phone call like that is gonna cost?
Yes.
This
This
isn't
day and
even
age?
my reality. What do I care?
You need the money.
Just bill it to EchoStat. It's fine.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I plan to do for everything in this world.
Oh my God.
No, I've just been waiting for this. Like, I've been planning this since like episode 4 or 5?
I desperately want to know what you did with Echo or with Cynthia's family situation, but also I feel like in character Cynthia would have probably yeet before.
Yeah,
That's
that was the same with me. I was like, I want to know what you set up for Sylvie, but I'm also like, Sylvie would not. Like,
That's what
do
I
that
said
shit.
too.
Because
Because I was like, Roxy doesn't think any of this is real, so she's
I
just
mean,
like,
depending on
there's
where
a man she doesn't recognize. It's not
depending
real.
on where this takes us, and if you don't mind a peek behind the curtain when it's all wrapped up, I can give details about.
I want to know when this is over.
Yeah.
I strongly suspect I know what's gonna happen when y'all finally find Joe.
Oh no.
Are you
He's
be
gonna
like,
be
"Fuck
rocking back
off.
and forth in a corner.
Let me
He's
live in
gonna
my
be like,
happy
no, I'm
delusion."
happy here. This
No,
is
it's-
real.
I was
No
just
Henry.
like, all right, time to fucking bitch slap Joe in the face.
Yeah, I'd be
So-
like,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna grab Henry from the other reality and bring her to bitch slap him.
The other question is, so I don't know if Elena knows, but Sylvie definitely doesn't know who Joe is
Elena doesn't know either.
I'm
as
fairly
Watchdog.
There's a
Ooh.
strong possibility this
She
secret
knows
identity
Watchdog
is
is from
wide
Arizona.
open.
and apparently he's friends with Tony.
Yep.
She knows
Yep.
that now because when they were kids.
Yep. It's something she
He's
might piece
so
together
not
while they're
thinking
looking
about-
for Echo, but right now it's not that important.
Yeah, Roxy is not thinking about keeping Joe's secret. That is the last thing on her mind right now. So
You know, fair.
Reunite the team first.
yeah.
Reunite the team.
So he's
And then
from
figure out
Arizona.
where the hell
He's friends
Sarah
with
is.
Tony, you say? Interesting.
Cynthia might know where in Arizona he is.
Weird.
She
Convenient.
she couldn't ask Tony because in theory, in this world, Tony and Joe would not be friends. So
Wouldn't
I don't
have
know.
met
It's
if he doesn't live in
Hmm.
Halcyon.
Yeah. If he never moved to Halcyon, then he would have never met Tony.
Well,
Joe was like, I'm staying here. I don't know. I like it. Personally, this is great. Leave me.
I'm not saying what Joe's thoughts on this are because I have a moment in mind.
Oh, I'm looking forward to
Oh.
this.
when he reunites with the rest of the team, or before that?
Yes.
All of the above.
Okay.
We
All
will
right.
see what happens first.
Fair.
Because I can see two different situations in which this could come up.
Okay, that's fair. But we can just
And
mull
you-
on all of
You, Charlie. You're a little evil genius with those details that you slipped into Joe's room.
I've been.
You're the
waiting
one
for
with the
this.
63-page
I've been
backstory.
waiting.
Okay, but
You
here's the
gave
thing.
them all of the things that they needed
Here's
to
the thing.
destroy you. All
Here's the thing.
63 pages of them.
Literally, Charlie just incorporated something that isn't even in the backstory.
I
that we had
remember you
discussed
talking about that. Yeah.
extraneously.
Yep.
Okay. We should get to our end of session questions.
I am excited.
Well, I am incredibly satisfied with myself. Oh man. Okay. Does anyone have any initial thoughts? After I finally see now you can have your time to react to things. I have pelted you with all of my boulders of shocking. New D&D 5e spell, boulder of shock.
Do the electric boulder.
If we hadn't gone through that portal, like, would this just be like haunting us?
No, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten snatched up by a portal in our sleep or something.
4 of us would have gone through that portal,
And then Joe would have
and
Joe
Watchdog
would have just stayed with.
would have just
Lickety.
moved on with this life.
found a new team.
That would have been a very interesting dichotomy to play out. So
If we come back to like reality and it's 20 years later, Joe is gonna be so upset.
20
Yeah,
years?
you won't be the
think
only
that
one.
Only 20 years ago?
you return and it's the year 2023.
I feel
We're
like
in
we did it, y'all.
We're in a Fey forest. It could be 100 years. Could be
Yeah,
200.
We're not,
You
in
never
we're not in
know.
the Fey realm,
We are
probably.
in the
I was
Fey
about to
realm.
say we did confirm
Probably.
that we are
Yeah.
not in the Fey realm.
Yeah, Charlie
So-
That
confirmed.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 4
But
of
we're
us
in an
are.
alternate dimension.
Yeah,
type
time could move
situation.
weird.
Time could be weird here.
Or it could be like virtual reality.
I'm slightly wondering about a couple things regarding if we're even fully awake right now or if we're being put under by someone.
Oh yeah,
That is my suspicion as well.
And
that's what Roxy believes.
And then we've also had the everything is okay repeated in a couple of lines.
Yeah.
So
Meanwhile, Cynthia's like, a reality in which I'm happy. This is wrong.
Nah,
That's
this
not
ain't
allowed.
real. This is fake.
This isn't the reality I'm
Fake.
happy in. I want one back.
I mean, that's also an assessment.
The one where everything's terrible.
I don't know how she'd actually cope with a version of her parents who weren't assholes.
You can't like unlive the trauma that you've already
Yeah.
lived,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so yeah.
like you could delude yourself if you really wanted to, but there would be pieces of you that would be like, this doesn't
Yeah.
feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think she has the she's in a headspace where she could delude herself that way. but she
Yeah.
wants
A lot of conversations.
she's
with Grandpa
not
Les.
Joe.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm
To be
just
fair, we
kidding.
don't actually know what Joe's thinking at the moment.
This is a
That's true.
In this reality, Cynthia regularly goes to therapy with Grandpa Les.
Like,
Does that mean
now I
Sylvia
know
does
this is
too?
hell.
It's purgatory.
Like, no therapy.
All right. Who would like to get us started with the end of session questions?
So, can I
We're
say,
up with all the cats.
because I know we've done it previously, but if this is okay still, Charlie, can I say it grew closer to the team, but specifically Hecate, because she went and showed some emotion towards Echo?
Aww.
Yeah, because we did it before with Mama DeMarco, so sure.
Yes. She can shift my labels. I accept this.
Oh,
I
so
want to
okay,
know what.
Well, because she's older,
Well,
she would already
yeah,
have
she already has.
That's true, yeah, and you-
So
my thought was like, would you let her have influence? But you never had an opportunity to reject it, so yeah, she.
yeah,
was
I
still
haven't
influenced.
actually rejected it actively,
Um,
and I feel like
let me see here. Hecate is going to shift your labels.
I want to know what this is.
Hmm.
You are a minion of chaos, and I'm here for it.
I mean, I did yell, I'm gonna show you what blue tastes like as we
That
walk
was
out of Warlock.
favorite part. That was so good. I'll show
I
you what blue
think-
tastes like.
It's like, is this a threat? What's there?
Threat and a promise.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I don't like that.
I think in this situation, she would shift your superior up and
Oh.
your danger down.
Interesting. Both of those work, but I'm intrigued as to know why, but if you're willing to elaborate, otherwise you could just leave it.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, I think so. Shifting superior up because you did come around and were following the scent of Sarah and
Mhm.
originally figured out that it cut off, but also put together the pieces of this resembles something that I have interacted with before, and I have some ideas of what it could mean, which sort of got the ball rolling in figuring out what to do in order to find Sarah. And so I think because of that, since it came off as very like smart, you were analytical. In her mind, that would mean that you're more willing to put a plan of action together rather than just jumping into the fray. So takes your danger down as a result.
Good to know. I will accept those and mark potential.
Okay. Who's next?
I think I'll go next. Y'all might not like what I have to say.
I think I know what you're gonna say already.
I
I
think
think
I know
I
what you're
do.
gonna say.
You grew farther away from the team.
Yep.
Literally.
Literally and figuratively.
Between Calamity displaying a frightening amount of power, and the whole scenario Joe's been dropped into, yeah, he's definitely feeling detached, and I do apologize, Calamity. I know we had that whole moment, but I think I'm gonna take away your influence.
That's okay.
She'll get it back.
Probably,
The team just
yeah.
needs to meet up again. That'll solve all the problems.
Yeah, after y'all buy like a $2,000 plane ticket to get to Arizona,
Joke's
middle of
on you, we're
nowhere,
gonna steal a
Arizona.
series
Yeah,
of
we're
cars.
stealing a car.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna be driving for
Bonnie
7
and
days
Clyde
straight.
our way through this shit. All right.
I don't have
Long
money.
road
Right?
trip.
Well, the DeMarcos have money, but Elena doesn't have a bank behind her anymore. She's resorting to petty crime immediately.
We are
don't
going to start
know.
robbing banks.
No one can hold us accountable in this
Yes.
reality.
Sylvia might have money behind her. We have no idea. She kind of just noped out of there too fast.
Well, if we find Cynthia, we might be able to steal some money from her dad or something.
Yeah, if her parents are nice, maybe they'll just give us a jet.
Give us money, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, happy
Money,
birthday. Have a private
please.
jet.
Otherwise, we'll show up in a stolen car.
A
half
legion of cop
haggard.
cars. They love cops over there. Feds.
Yeah, we show up in a
It's gonna be
cop car
great.
that we stole. Get in.
Yes.
We're going to the pay room.
I almost, some weird part of me wants to just like sit in on the next few sessions until you guys actually get to Arizona and just like not tell you all what's happening. Ugh.
You
That'd
gotta tell
be
the
mean.
audience.
I
Yeah,
know.
the audience needs to know. I need to know.
It's just
Yeah,
mystery.
what about me and my feelings?
What
Bro.
about me? I want to know the results of me thrusting you into this situation.
It's a trauma.
We need to see the emotional trauma in real time on your face, Crow. It's important to all of
Alright.
us.
I need to know if this makes you cry.
If I can play my cards right, next session or maybe session after, I might be able to get all y'all to cry, but we'll see.
Oh god.
Oh no, we want you to cry. What?
Yeah.
I don't want
This
to
isn't
cry.
about us crying.
This is
I can
not
cry
about
like a
No,
man.
you crying.
It's easy to make me cry. It's not a challenge.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, there's
It's
3 more of
fine.
you to do your end of session things.
All right. Yeah, I'm not mad that I mean it makes perfect sense. He's like, what the fuck did you just do? She's kind of nonchalant about it because she's like, what?
Hasn't quite clicked.
Well, she's like, you
This
just
is a totally normal thing to do. What are you talking
that's
about?
that's how you solve problems. You shoulder check them.
Can't refute that in any fashion. So yes.
God.
It was
First
a door.
rule of tackling.
What is a portal but just a door that you
Oh,
just have
God.
to shoulder check open? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. She's more worried about the when she put the thing together because she's afraid she might accidentally meld somebody and something together, make a table human or something. That's what she's more worried about.
For what it's worth, Cynthia's absolutely more worried about the reality breaking power.
Oh god.
that-
Now if Roxy punches something too hard, it's gonna shatter multiple realities. We don't just have no one to worry about.
We're
it.
gonna
don't have the
collapse the
insurance for that.
Oh my
multiverse.
god. That said, I think that this time around, Echo grew closer to the team because they all came and helped her with her missing friend. And I maybe was a little annoyed at Joe for not immediately wanting to come along, even though she understands why. But I'm going to say in this specific instance, grew closer to Sylvie, since she was pretty instrumental in helping them actually figure out what the fuck was going on.
Now I have to think how, because I had it before, correct?
Yes, you have influence over
Yes.
Cynthia.
So you get to shift some labels. And I don't have conditions, so I'm going to mark potential.
I think Sylvie is going to shift her savior up and actually her superior down, because she
Ooh.
was working with the team and she recognized that she was out of her depth, but she ultimately did want to help her friend. Hence why the savior up and the superior down, because she was willing to listen to others, if not necessarily the most friendly upon receiving advice. She did ultimately
fair.
follow it.
That's a fair assessment. My superior is looking a little low.
I'm sorry, I realized what I did, but
No, I know. That's part of the game.
I can go next. Roxy feels closer to the team. Specifically, she feels really close to Elena because she feels like they always find each other.
Yeah.
Like whenever there's like a great like distance or like somebody's lost, like they always find each other, and she just feels like that's like a sign from fate that like they're, you know.
That's actually really sweet.
That's
yeah.
actually what I was gonna pick for the same reason.
Aw.
Through time and space.
We keep doing it.
Time, space, and alternate realities.
Through dreams
On
alternate
multiple
realities.
occasions, which
Yeah,
is
it's
Love
amazing.
overcomes it all.
really weird that it's happened twice.
Yeah, like she just thinks that no matter what, they will always find each other. So, that's kind of why she chose Elena this time. I'm gonna mark potential because I do have a condition of insecure, but I don't really care. Actually, I guess I need to ask Charlie about those, but oh no, wait. To get that back, you do something reckless?
Take foolhardy action without
foolhardy
your
action.
team.
Feel like just running through that portal might have counted as foolhardy
Yeah, that's fair.
action.
Just a little bit.
Without
As Echo's trying to get us to write down little mantra cards.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, just because everyone was already, like, at least almost everyone was originally planning on going through anyway.
It's fine.
So probably not in this instance. Maybe if
That's fine. I just
Roxy
thought
had,
I'd try.
I think maybe
Popped it open and
if
went
Roxy
through without.
had like tracked this down herself, opened the
Like, I
portal,
got it,
like,
guys. Bye.
yeah, and done something like that, it definitely
Yeah.
would have worked. But
No, that's fine. I thought I'd try my luck
Yeah.
to see if I could just clear it that way, but that's okay. I don't mind keeping insecure because I mean she's a little insecure because she's doing weird stuff with her powers have been a little weird, so she's a little insecure about it. You know, she's not really sure about things, but
I'm
that's
sure there
okay.
will probably be plenty of opportunities in this new scenario where I can imagine Roxy will do something without consulting anyone.
Oh yeah, it's literally just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Her and Elena
Minutes.
are currently unsupervised.
Yeah.
It's
You need
literally
that voice
yeah.
of reason.
yeah. Elena's like her hype girl. She's like,
Cynthia's
oh,
the
yeah,
voice of
that is a
reason in
good
this
plan.
relationship.
Probably not steal a car right now, but if we can't find Cynthia, yes.
Oh my god.
Compromises.
First, let's go to the museum. But if we can't find her at the museum, then we can steal a car and start riding around looking for her.
If this is some like alternate perfected reality somehow, we're gonna be ruining these alternate versions of ourselves' lives just through proxy.
No,
Yeah.
because Uncle Paulie will fix it for alternate
You're assuming
reality
your family's
Roxy.
still mafia. That could
I
be
mean, why
fixed.
would they be?
Because it's an ideal reality where they don't have to resort to crime.
What?
What if they like
Crime
crime?
by ideal.
Then there might not even be a jail. If this is an alternate reality where there is no crime, then there's no jail. Then I don't have to worry about going to the jail.
Listen, I literally just
God.
renamed my
Problem
temporary.
solved.
I just named this arc in my notes "Strangers in Paradise." So, like, in my perspective, anything is possible at this point. We could be in literal Eden. Who knows?
This is not Eden.
No.
I'm gonna shift Roxy, do I have influence over Roxy?
Yes.
Silly
Yes.
question. Danger up, because making a portal was very dangerous.
Also
And
pretty
mundane
badass,
down,
just saying.
because normal people can't do that.
Yes. I'm here for it.
I'm also gonna grow closer to the team, and I'm growing closer to Roxy because we keep seeming to find each other, no matter what universe we're in.
It's so cute.
And I'm gonna take potential and clear another track.
Yeah.
Level
I
up.
get some new flares.
How many have you cleared at this point?
2.
Nice. I need to slow down.
I
I'll
mean,
roll better.
Stop failing rolls. Roll better.
yeah. I mean, I think that
I'm
the one
trying.
who's the farthest behind you is Watchdog, and because I've taken 3.
I'm at 2 and about halfway through my track for my 3rd.
I have taken 1 advancement, and I have 2 potential currently.
I've taken 4 advancements and I have marked 3.
I've taken 3
Yep.
advancements, and I'm at 3 potential. So
You know, honestly, if I had rolled tonight, I think I would have been marking some more potential because these new dice that I got, they're rolling angry.
yeah,
Oh.
Oh no.
we're also gonna get potential every time we comfort and support each other too. So I
Mhm.
run it
Roxy,
back.
which of Elena's labels are you going to shift?
Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna shift. Her freak up and her superior down.
Cool. Nothing gets weird.
Just because she can do super powerful things, and I can do super, and we're freaks together now. That's a weird logic, but that's what I'm going with. She
All
feels
right.
closer to Elena too because she did something weird with time and space. So
Well, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I hope you will come back next week to see where this new brand of absolute chaos goes, because I'm
See where the fuck we ended up.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
Very excited. So
you didn't even have to
hopefully-
railroad us. I just went in head first.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like,
nope. I was just like,
Fine.
at first I was like, okay, and then I was like, opportunity.
but actually,
But actually, thank you.
Opportunity didn't even get to knock. We already just went through that
Just
door.
knocked down the
Yep.
door. So
It's fine.
hopefully you'll come back next week to see whether or not the team manages to reunite
Yeah.
with most or all of its members. So in the meantime, we hope you're having a better, less confusing time of it in your life than everyone here. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.